That's like,
You know what free
I
is,
already know all her movies the same.
Okay, that was just one movie.
What's
Okay.
free?
Okay.
Free is when nobody else can tell
But I ain't
us what
caping
to
for J-Lo.
When you take a girl out and she asks you, where we going?
Told my
Like,
niggas
what's
I
free?
need you. Through all the fame, you know I stay true. Pray my niggas stay free.
We're here.
Made a few mistakes, but this ain't where I want.
All right, what's up, everybody? I'm Sabre.
I'm Yada.
I'm Sean.
And this is No Disclaimers Podcast. Today we have a very special guest, Brittany. Introduce yourself, please. Let the people know who you are, who you with, and what you came to do.
Let them know you gang.
Jump in, jump out. Introduce yourself.
My name is Brittany.
It's like
My name is Brittany. My name is Brittany. I currently write a blog called Big Booty Chronicles that I started last year in May. So it's been doing pretty well, and I'm in Stat Mall. We throw different events around the city, concerts and parties. So if you hear about us, come check it out. You have a good time.
I heard about them niggas.
So stamped. Put a fictional alternative.
I know. I didn't even move the mic, Sabre.
But you moved your body, okay? Thank you, Yada, for the assistance.
Damn it.
problem child.
The purpose of my blog is just to give like a first person perspective of what it started off as like what it was like growing up with a big butt. It was in my era, it was kind of like far fetched. I'm only 28, but when I was in elementary school, all the kids was looking at me like, "What's wrong with you? Like, why your butt so big?" I mean, I still get it now, but back then everybody was smaller, you know. Now it's like having a big butt is like a thing. Like a lot of girls is going under the knife for it. So I'm like, let me just talk about that. I always wanted to talk about something that was going to make people think, but I found a way to narrate my blog so that you'll get a lesson out of something. But when you first go into it, you're not going to think like, oh damn, she really just taught me this, or you know, you're going to go into it thinking like, oh, she about to just talk about
some whole shit.
Yeah. And no, because I feel you. It's hard out here having a big butt. It is.
Facts though.
Hashtag.
Because
I was like, yeah, she begging.
Hashtag. Can't relate.
Yeah.
Big booties unite.
But it's okay. It don't have to be just your butt. It could be other parts of your body that people will try to exploit. Or you might meet other girls that will like envy you for things that you have when you could be a real down to earth person, a friendly person, and people will still find ways to look at you and say negative things. So
Like she thinks she all that.
Like, no, you think I'm all that.
Exactly.
That's what it is. You think I'm all that.
No, that is so true. I'm going to have to look into your blog because I need, like, a support group. You know, it's really hard out here. It is because, one, when you dating, you don't know if somebody just infatuated with your ass or that they really like you for you.
I mean, it could be a healthy combination of the two.
It did.
One could definitely outweigh the other, though. I'll say that.
Speaking of
the motives could influence how they behave or how they treat you.
Yeah.
Or you'll see things in the beginning and then eventually it'll just fade away because they was after one thing. So it's like,
and even women objectify you.
Yeah. I told.
Oh, we about to do that because I caught you earlier.
Oh yeah. Never mind. Not yada.
I told y'all to being out with Britt is like being out with y'all. It's like, hey, Hoff. Hey, what's good?
That's what he said to me yesterday.
Go ask her. Like, men can't approach women like, go ask her. Hey, my name is such and such. I'm interested in you. Can I take you out? Yada, yada, yada. It's either yes or no. It's really that simple. Either she going to say yes, she going to say no.
See, Ray Sean said that yesterday. He told me something. I swear to God, dog, if we got fight niggas in this joint, like, I'm going to be mad as shit.
yeah.
No, because it is just real. And then growing up, I'm pretty sure, like, you had to do, like, what I had to do. Like, I couldn't wear everything my friends could wear. And that was unfair because I'm like, well, shoot, they wearing tank tops and shorts. Why can't I wear tank tops and shorts to the picnic? Oh, no.
I told you to be fat Zion when you was 3. Like.
No, boo. I definitely wrote about that. Y'all remember when girls used to wear, like, sweatpants with the glitter writing on the butt?
Yeah.
Oh, my mother was not having it.
And that's not right.
Like, nah, you're not drawing no more attention.
Yeah, I was upset about that. Now I'm older, I get it. But I wrote about that.
Hey, Tuesday!
Made the suit.
Sabre was up in pre-K like, But I want to wear overalls too. No.
Hey, Pink.
No, it was. I'm speaking more to like teen years.
Sure you
For
are.
real. Yeah,
No, but yeah, it was. It's really crazy.
going.
It's not all this cracked up to be because people think it's just the best thing ever, but people will really only fuck with you because you got big ass.
I heard it's hard for y'all to like clothes wise, like shit like that.
Yeah,
like you
jeans.
can't. Yeah.
Shout out to Fashion
I didn't
Nova.
think he was gonna go that way.
I was just about to be like
That's
I like Fashion Nova jeans, but I feel like I want them to be thicker. You know what I'm saying? They do have
Better
some
quality.
that's
Cheap.
thicker,
Yeah, it is cheap. It do be
Yeah,
cheap.
it is.
It has
Yeah,
a short
it is.
lifespan, but it works.
but they
I'm not
do
even.
fit.
I'm not even trying to be funny, but they probably cheap and thin so they can stretch to fit y'all like shape, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And so they can sell them, at a cheap price.
Gotcha.
At a good
'Cause they
price
can't-
point.
You can't go in there. I mean, they do have jeans for $40, but nobody's gonna pay $80 for a pair of Fashion Nova jeans. They're not that quality.
I mean, they used to for the pair of Sucos. How much
but
is pair of
Persuco
Sucos?
was
67?
Persuco. You're not really gonna get that from Fashion Nova.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never shopped
Yeah,
on
the
there, but I heard it's dope, I
Persucos
guess.
was about 72.
Yeah, and I couldn't get none of those either.
Oh my God.
Because it was.
Yeah.
This is expensive as shit, especially
No,
if you're
not even
buying
that,
for-
because they
buying
were
for
meant
kids.
to fit you
You fit
the
your
right
curves.
way.
Oh, you need to wear
Yeah,
skinnies?
I used to hate when the
Stretch
non-fat
jeans.
joints had pair of Sucos.
Oh, you had to wear mom jeans? Oh, pumpkin.
They,
You gonna wear
skinnies
these.
wasn't in style. It was like boot cut.
Oh, I keep forgetting you're 40 years younger than me. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
skinnies wasn't in style when I was a teen. It was no. In high school, yeah, but middle school and stuff, it wasn't in style. It was like boot cut, I think. Like they weren't even selling skinnies like that.
yeah.
When I
See,
was
I
in middle
had-
school, they was in style.
I had the skinnies
Okay.
halfway through high school and then boot cut kicked in the second half.
The skinnies, what skinnies?
The skinnies is like
skinnies?
what I have on now.
Ankles.
Oh, those skinny
came
jeans.
back.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Everything
came
comes
back.
back.
Cycle back, yeah. But they stayed longer now than they did in the past.
But yeah, but just more of the story. Big booty problems is real, and don't think we just breezing through life, getting
Yams
everything
too,
handed
you
to
know what
us
I'm
in the
saying?
yams. You
I
know,
can't
Yes, y'all
Justify
are.
for my
Yes, y'all
past.
are.
yeah. It's life is not easier
All the
with
fat
a
girls
big
get in the
butt.
club free.
Yeah, but that's it.
Okay.
What else do you
Discounts
think?
at,
Big
No, but you got to deal
discounts
with
at Best
creeps.
Buy?
Like,
No.
you got to
Really
deal
deal
with
with
creeps.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
literally a creep ass dude. Literally, I was coming out of the bathroom and it was like all these unisex stalls in this club last night. And I went to go wash my hands and this dude literally just stood like right there next to me. And I'm washing my hands, I'm getting paper towels, and I'm looking like, I look in the mirror like, the fuck? And he like, you good? I'm like, nigga, move. Like, the
Right.
fuck? Like, why are you just hovering? Like, people, no.
People
Where do
weird
you-
as fuck.
You find that hard to date?
Yeah.
As far as trying to decipher, like, hey, is it because my body? Because first of all, you're a pretty lady. I can see if
Thank
you
you.
was fat and ugly. Because I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, that's hard. But like, you find it like hard to decipher, like.
Hey,
But I mean, it's hard to decipher with niggas anyway, because we just be like
pieces of
all
shit.
over the place
Yeah.
anyway.
Pieces
I mean,
of
I
shit.
had to. It's something I had to come to realize is like, it's okay, I guess, for a guy to want you because you're attractive on the surface. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I used to have a problem with that because I felt like my ass was the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's become more of a challenge, because okay, I'm attractive. Okay, I'm pretty. You like these things about me. You somehow trying to find a way to get to know me, but it's like, what do you have to offer me at this point now?
ass should be icing on the cake, not the cake.
Yeah, exactly.
What it
That's
is
it.
though, like
I don't even like the icing.
the physical attraction is automatically gonna be what comes first, unless somebody just gotten to know you off of a random situation. Because naturally, when somebody sees you, that's the first thing that they're gonna do is the physical. Okay, I'm physically attracted to her. That joint fat, blah blah blah, whatever. And then you go from there. But it's like if you're keeping it on that superficial level, you know, that's one thing. But it's like, but that's always gonna be the initial.
Yeah, because no nigga gonna be like, oh, damn, look at her personality.
Yeah,
That
you don't
shit
see
fire.
that. You don't
Got a
see that.
fat ass
Yeah.
personality.
I don't really
Yeah.
like fat women because if I like you, then we get married, then my daughter gonna be fat, and I can't have that.
Boy, it could carry through genetics.
Yeah, but I'm
So-
gonna take my chances.
So I thought about that before at the house. I'm like, damn, what if I have a son and he have a big butt?
Oh, he ain't gonna get no bitches.
Oh,
Hey son, yeah, nobody
Oh,
nobody
wow.
likes
Just
be
nobody wants a
having-
voluptuous man.
Nobody likes the
Thought about
niggas
that.
with hips.
They used to be the
Nobody.
joke when I was younger, like, damn, your son gonna have a big ass butt just like you. I'm like, damn, that's fucked.
He gonna be
but
knock
that's
knee
not
too.
true though. That's
Yeah,
not
it
always
is.
true.
It's probably-
No,
It's not true, but it's
because I've seen
could
other big butt
son
women
ain't
with
got no
sons.
thighs.
Smaller.
So I said, my son ain't got no thighs. So,
Right. That's the part of what gives us curves is like
Journey
is,
on the other hand.
right is the estrogen too. So you know. That just because I know plenty of big butt women that don't have sons with hips.
But y'all would
Yeah,
never say
thighs.
like, I can't date no short man because I don't want no short son. Ain't that kind of like the same thing?
I don't think that.
Oh.
People say that.
I just don't want
People do
I just
that.
wouldn't date a
People do
short
that.
man because I prefer a taller man. I would. I have dated short men. They just have to be taller than me, but I'm only 5'4", so nigga, you better be.
You done
taller
dated a
than
nigga
that.
like 5'5"?
Like 5'6", yeah.
Oh.
Was the shortest, yeah.
Where did y'all go? Chuck E. Cheese? Where did y'all go?
First of all,
And I'm not even tall. But like 5'6" is short.
I know he was short. He was taller than me, but he was short. But he was.
Was he
good
real
dude.
muscular though? Because you know short niggas like to go to the gym.
He wasn't super muscular,
Shout out
but
Walt.
he was.
Don't do Walt like that.
Name dropping in the show.
Don't do
No
Walt
disclaimers.
No, he was a good dude.
He wasn't that good because you didn't stay with him. That's as soon as when a woman starts saying he was a good dude.
She was a piece of shit.
Probably so.
Exactly right, but I wasn't. But I wasn't.
Then what happened?
Well, it didn't work out because he was a good dude, but he lied about everything. So.
Oh hell no.
How was he a good
He's
dude?
not a good dude then.
Because he treated me nice.
Oh, he
Nice and
why you
lieish.
All right, so do you care if somebody
That don't add up to me.
lied to somebody else, but they don't lie to you?
I mean,
yeah,
a little
I'm cool
bit,
with
yeah.
that, a little bit.
Wait,
Like, if
can
I-
you say that again?
All right,
You
if I keep it always 100 with you, but I lie to somebody else,
You still a liar.
everybody a liar though, and I'm not going to get into that.
I
Everyone
mean,
lies.
where you going with that?
Yeah, everyone
But see, this
lies.
guy was lying about a baby and some
no, he
bullshit
didn't.
like that. He was lying about
Oh, that's
everything.
dumb shit.
That's wild.
Yeah,
You
but I
lied
was
about your whole
young.
life.
I was very
I'm
young.
talking about lying like we just start dating and then you be asking like, hey,
Yeah, about to
you
go
talk
pick
to other
pick up
girls?
this,
I mean, I be, you know.
No, like, oh yeah, I'm about to go pick up this Aventador tomorrow, you know.
Yeah.
Like why, bro?
Why?
Like what are you?
My
I'm
car
going to
used
be
to-
expecting to see it tomorrow, bro. Like,
My car did used to always be in the shop though. Always.
That's what's
literally
I'm like, yeah.
or
Real story?
in the shop.
Easy, and it worked every time. That's what I used to say.
In the shop or...
I was in a car accident, and then I was like, but I had liability, so it was my fault. So I'm just looking for a new whip.
And that's when you didn't have a car?
I didn't have a car.
Oh, okay.
I said I had
Hold on, did
liability,
you
so I'm
use the
looking for
same
it.
female?
No, different
And
ones.
she probably like, oh my God, were you okay?
Let me keep it a buck. So my man, I live with
You
my
need money
man,
on a
right?
down payment.
And I don't know why I didn't have no car, because I had a car, but then I just didn't have one. So my man had a Chrysler, but he never went out. And we lived together. We was living off Brinkley Road, right? So like, Triple S,
Yeah.
right?
Shout
so
out.
I'm like, Triple S, let me use your whip. So I go on like 2 dates, right? 2 dates, bam. Already got you hooked. That's 2 dates in. Third, oh shit.
I would have fell for that, my dumb ass. But
yeah,
go ahead.
yeah. I
Well,
mean,
because
it's-
you showed up with a car at first.
First of
The
all,
niggas that you've never
Sabré,
seen their
you're
car.
not dumb. It
I was
worked
dumb.
100% of the time. So anyway.
Okay.
And then like after that, you already got that connection. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing I say about women, once they like you, maybe not off bucks, but if you already got them, they're going to deal with whatever you bring to the
They gonna
table.
deal with a lot.
That's different
That's for
because
sure.
you presented some sort of vehicle, so that's actually more believable. It's the niggas who car you never seen. Like,
Yeah.
we've been together for 2 years, babe. When you gonna get the car out the shop?
Right.
When we gonna go? I don't feel like the parts take that long to get here. Like,
Definitely don't.
I used to have this girl I talked to, and I was about to on my way to stop talking to her, right? So I like this other girl. So I used to take her car and then go pick up the other girl, and she'd be like, "Who car is this?" I'm like, "Yeah, this is my sister's." You know what I'm saying? My sister has never like driven a day in her life. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I was young and dumb.
Well,
I
okay.
had lip gloss in the cup
Clearly it was
holder.
something.
Got you.
That's
But
a cute
but
sweet
women.
little
That's the
couple.
thing is, if women like you, you don't have to lie to them. They're gonna lie to themselves because they know the answer. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
You
deep.
speaking the word.
That's
They
fucked
they
up.
know the
That's
answer. They
true.
ask you a question and you lie. If they really like you, they're like, I know this nigga lying, but he cool. He treat me way better than the last nigga treated me. You know what I'm saying? I can deal with a little bullshit.
That was
That's
triggering.
fucked up. We be playing ourselves.
That was triggering like shit. Like,
It was.
My uncle told me that. He said, "You be lying to women." I'm like, "Yeah, sometimes." He said, "If they like you, they gonna lie to themselves." That shit set with me. I'm like,
He telling
okay,
the truth though.
yeah.
So y'all,
she's still married.
let's get into the motherfucking show. I did want to
We didn't.
This wasn't
That
already.
this
That wasn't
the
the
show.
content. I mean, that's that's some little, let the audience and our supporters know
Icebreakers.
Hold
what
on,
we
real-
up to.
Real fast, break. Where can people find your blog?
Oh yes,
The blog is on WordPress. It's a long name to it, but it's called chroniclesofabigbooty.wordpress.com. And my Instagram is Big Booty Chronicles, but it's no O's in booty, so it's like all one word.
Okay.
It's BTY.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. We're gonna add that on that for the YouTube viewers. Shout out to the YouTube viewers. Shout out to everybody listening on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. Shout out to NHS Radio.
Yeah, it's definitely a good read. Before I knew her personally, I read it. I was like, this dope, because I thought it was going to be some, like, whole shit. But, like, yeah, I was fucking these niggas down King of Diamonds, you know what I'm saying? These down MIA. All the tables is on us, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but the big, like I said before, the big booty struggle is real. But if you got work done to your booty, don't talk about the big booty struggle, okay? Don't do it.
Because you bought that on yourself. You signed up for that.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not the same. It's not the same experience. If you grew up with it, it's a different experience.
It is.
I know some people now that's just getting the butt out of nowhere, and it's like, you can't tell the same story
at all.
It's not the same.
They can tell,
and it's not fair because it's like you signed up for it. You didn't have a choice.
Yeah,
like
it's wild. It's wild seeing some girls now. I'm not gonna lie, I had self-esteem issues as a child because I didn't look like everybody else, and I'm seeing girls now with they butts and they crazy confident, and I'm like, damn, if you had this as a kid, you would be able to relate to how I feel.
And trying to hide it. Do you find yourself trying to hide your butt all the time?
Yeah, I used to carry this purse. It was a black little backpack with fringes on it. I used to use that joint to cover up my butt everywhere. But I'm like, Britt, you can't. This is not a purse that you can wear with everything.
And it didn't.
I learned it didn't, and it didn't. But in my head. It got the job done.
They helped me to learn. I'm grown. You can't always cover it up because even it don't even work when you try.
You can't ever cover it up.
I do.
She got on a. She be having on a cloak. She be having on a cloak.
You see,
or graduation.
I don't know what those. She thought those fringes was doing.
Graduation robe and shit, and still the joint she just be clapping underneath the robe.
Yeah.
Who you think you're fooling?
Who you think you're fooling? You can see the silhouette. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have, like, on a ghost robe. You know what I'm saying? You be like, oh.
Nah, it's all lit till your ass start eating the fringes. Then it's like,
or if it start raining outside and that joint just soak between the cheeks, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you put on a little, try to tie a t-shirt around your butt and that joint get caught in the wedgie. It's like, all right.
A lot of girls with big butts, they do the flannels.
Yeah.
And the flannel come up on your stomach, so it's cutting off where your butt stops.
Right at the cuff. So you see a little arch.
Yeah, it's not working.
I don't know where the music is coming from, but I just wanted to talk about George Bush Sr. He passed away really quick before we get into the show. I wanted to
I don't know where the music is coming from.
Shout out to Tariq Nasheed. I don't know what the music is coming from, but let me find out.
You dead wrong.
Right, you
celebration. A nigga died.
No, I'm not celebrating anything. What is that? What are you talking about?
It's a very celebratory music, my nigga. I'm just saying.
A nigga died.
Oh, okay, I figured it out. All right, I don't wish death on anybody either. Why would anybody? Okay, I don't know where that came from. George Bush Sr. died, and I don't give a fuck.
I mean, I don't care, but still rest in peace. Supremacy. I don't care. I mean, the nigga was 172. Like,
I mean, niggas die every day.
Supremacy.
And a lot of niggas died during the crack epidemic.
Bring up your word. Supremacy. Bring up your word. Bring up your word. You want to say it. Word of the day, every day for Sabrina. Go ahead.
Supremacy.
I'm not going to say it until I have to say it.
It's coming.
But do you care about him dying?
I don't care because he was somebody's parent. He was somebody, he was a family member to somebody. But
so was a lot of slave owners.
I ain't going to lose no sleep over him.
He was a slave owner?
I'm just saying, evil people have family.
Gotcha. It's still sad when somebody's died, even though it's inevitable. You know what I'm saying?
Would y'all be sad if Donald Trump died?
I wouldn't.
No.
I'm not sad that he died, but I mean, it's just.
It's just. I guess it's just the fact that somebody lost a family member for me. But
I feel
wouldn't
it.
care.
I respect it.
I wouldn't care.
I feel like I would be happier for the people who are happy that nigga died. Melania, you're free. Like,
no bull.
She hate that nigga. Honestly. She really hates him.
But she won't smother him in his sleep. She bullshit, man. Come on, man.
I know we don't like him, but can we really give her props? Ain't she fly though?
She is.
No.
She don't be dressing?
I don't know. I'm going to be watching her.
Oh, yeah. Whoever
would that be her or her
man,
double?
I ain't fucking with it because Michelle Obama was fucking bombing shit and they used to shade her for the while. She had her shoulders out, but this bitch nudes is on the fucking internet and y'all don't care.
You know, Laura Bush used to dress too.
Man, fuck all them hoes.
Yeah, because they, okay.
Fuck them all. Fuck them. As far as I'm concerned.
Michelle was
the flyest
she was
woman in the White House.
And she had them
Jackie better than Jackie Onassis?
Yes.
I mean, I wouldn't know.
And she had the McClappers, too.
Michelle Obama? She kind of looked like a lobster in the face, though. She got strong cheekbones.
Okay, what you not going to do?
It's come from my first lady.
No, she fat. She fat as a dog, but
she's amazing.
It works for Obama, okay?
Yeah, that's why it don't matter. Exactly.
And she don't look like she trying to bend spoons with her mind like fucking Melania.
I just want to say shout out to the government, the black people who work for the federal government who's about to get a day off on Wednesday due to the loss of George Bush Sr. But I don't want to see no post. I don't want to see none of that shit from black people. This is the same person under his presidency was the crack epidemic which caused a lot of black deaths, a lot of black family deaths, birth defects in black children, mass incarceration. I mean, the list goes on. We still suffer from the effects of this government putting crack into the black community.
So you're not going to care if Obama die?
Would I care? I would care more than Judge Bush.
I feel like nobody told you niggas to do crack either, so it's like a two-sided.
Would I care?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would care.
Why?
Because he's black.
Thanks for keeping 1,000. Thank you. I'm not mad at that answer. Thanks for keeping it 1,000.
No disclaimers podcast.
Young Jeopardy, come back.
Meek Mill's album, real quick. Did y'all love it?
Meek Mill.
Meek Mill's?
It's not two of them. It's not a set of twins.
No. I think that's apostrophe S. Meek Mill's album.
Yeah.
His
grammar.
You're my guest. Hold on.
Okay, but
possessive. No, she didn't say
some
Meek
people
Mill.
do say Meek Mills, but she was saying his album.
Okay, Meek Mill's
ownership. Plural, like his, not plural, but his ownership.
No, fuck that. No. Don't have her out here looking stupid.
Because English is my thing.
You jumped out the window with that one.
Neck,
don't fit no nothing.
Did y'all love it? What's up?
Y'all? I did. I absolutely did.
I did too. Shout out to Meek Mill.
What? You liked music?
Yeah. So Ray don't be like a real rap. She like that like hip hop.
Shout out to
like that Kid Cudi shit.
I do. Shout out to Lil Baby. I haven't gotten to Lil Baby album, but I know it's fire.
Fire.
I haven't.
Was it better than Meek's?
No, it's in a different length.
It is.
No, what?
Why?
No,
because
what?
Meek came with a way more mature album this time around, and Baby, he's still on his trap shit, so it's not the same.
This what I don't get.
Not.
Who said you can't? You can compare anything.
I don't agree.
I hate when people say you can. Oh, it's a different genre. They're different.
Is.
It's rap. It's rap. Like when people.
But it's different types of rap.
But you compare things that are not like all. People compare the first. You think about rap. People compare Biggie and Pac. They don't rap nothing alike. Why they compare? No one says that you can't compare them.
Well, ask those.
Nas and Jay-Z. People always compare them. They rap nothing alike.
They don't.
Well, no. Okay, so they're in the same arena. But they don't rap alike. Like their flows is different or whatever, but they still in the same arena. And they beefed. When you beef with someone, 9 times out of 10, not always, but you're in the same lane with that. Not Jay-Z and Nas, Biggie and Pac, they kind of...
So, okay, when somebody says the best rapper, then no one breaks it down into categories. They say, hey, they give you a list. Scarface, Big, Pac. No one says, okay, hold on. The best rapper from New York. The best mumble rapper. So why is that?
Because they're saying, what's the best to you? Like, what's your top 5?
No, I don't think, because I have my favorite. Like, I think Jay-Z is the best rapper of all time, but Nas is my favorite rapper of all time.
Okay, so, but that's according to you. My thing is, I think that formally, there hasn't been subgenres of rap, because you have rap and then you have different genres. You got conscious rap, then you have trap, then you have... it's just different. Like you have
but nobody breaks those down.
I know, but
nobody breaks those down when you're talking
about
the greats, though. So realistically, if you are comparing the albums, it should fall under the same rule. Like it's like, okay, which one was better?
I mean, I guess you could say which one you like better as far as like a Lil Baby and Meek Mill, but to grade them, they can't be graded on the same.
So I think they can't, because it's the quality of the project, it's the way the track listing goes, it's the way the joint flows. Okay. It's more than just, he got more bars than him, per se.
So we say Jay-Z, right? Who's in his arena?
Right now?
Right now, Nas is still in his arena.
Okay, that's a given. Take Nas out.
So anybody new... But you can only compare him. You can't compare him to anybody new. You would have to only compare him to people that came up in a similar time, or they kind of was in the same class.
Yeah, I don't feel like doing all that. I feel like you say, hey, when you say who's the best football player, you don't say, all right, who's the best quarterback? Which kind? You say, hey, lineman, wide receiver, safety. Like, that's too much to break it down.
Someone could argue who's the best. Like, you can't compare, like, a Tom Brady to somebody who was 100 years ago. You know, well,
that's what they do. Dan Marino, Tom Brady.
They always say.
They were like LeBron and Michael Jordan. Right?
Like for example, LeBron and Michael play nothing alike. That's always the thing around LeBron. Mm-hmm. Oh, would you pick him or Jordan? They don't play nothing alike. LeBron play more like Magic.
But what they always say about that when people do that, they say, oh, Jordan would have, LeBron would have never been able to last with that type of competition with those, and they name players that was around Jordan. So it's still different classes. I don't think you should compare LeBron and Michael Jordan, in my opinion. But people do all the time.
I'm just saying you couldn't compare like anything.
You could.
I mean, like,
you could, but is it fair all the time?
Life ain't fair. We got time to be like,
here we go.
You don't have time to break it down. Okay. Who's the best barber? Well, Sabre cuts out a Bowie, so she has a different clientele than C. Pleasant.
No, you know? You can't compare me to a barber that's 60 years old, because that's not fair to that 60-year-old barber.
Why? He got more experience than you.
Yeah, but his eyesight, he might have started losing the eyesight. He might can't stand up as long as he
go
used
ahead
to
and
do.
retire.
No, for sure. Hey, but they out here.
So it's like,
I'm not retiring.
So
you know what I'm gonna do when I'm 60? I'm gonna cut my same clients who old as shit too, who they probably bald anyway. I ain't doing much.
So if they say the best barber, then they gotta say 30 and under barbers.
Well, I would be, or just in the same realm. Like, you could be 40 and still be on par with the 20-year-old barber. Like, as long as you stay with the styles, because you're not losing your eyesight and stamina at that point. But when you start losing, you know, when the generations gaps is too wide.
That stamina.
Girl, you guys.
Yeah, I always be thinking like, don't your hand be hurting?
Nah.
Yeah, I know your hand don't hurt because you. Well, mine shape up because I got like the finest of hair right here. It's easy.
Right.
Your clippers probably just glide right through my hair. You hear me?
Mm-hmm. Shout out to my clients and my friends paying the bills in this bitch. But
nobody, Sabre's book. Nobody else come to us.
So, okay, this is a question that I have for you guys. And Brittany, I would like for you to answer this first. So the question is, should independent women have to scale back to make men feel needed?
Oh, I need some niggas on the show.
Okay? I asked that because,
man, fuck
you know...
fuck these... fuck these niggas.
We live in a society right now, right, where... It's not like the 50s. Women are making just as much as the men, if not more sometimes.
Making more.
A lot of times, especially in the black community. And we really don't need, a lot of us don't need men financially, right? But we still have to make our men feel needed, because that's part of being a man. You gotta be like even for women, you don't want to be with somebody who don't need you at all. So should independent women scale back a little bit to be like,
Fuck that. I could want you. I don't have to need you, but still want you. But I'm not scaling back shit. Grow up. Fuck out of here.
I kind of knew your Hold on,
she already knew what y'all was going to say. That's why she directed it to Britt. Y'all.
So, grow up. I feel like grow up. If you tight because I'm in a position where I don't need you to take care of me, that's between you and Jesus. It's not my problem. Grow up and accept it for what it is, because if I was a bum bitch, you'd be complaining about that.
As soon as
pick a side, my nigga.
As soon as Sabre start, y'all don't have to...
I be easing in the topic,
felt the energy,
the context. Y'all to be like, "Oh, I can't wait till she give me a pause."
Girl, I can't.
My right arm start getting goosebumps. I'm like, God damn.
So make me mad because that's some corny ass shit.
It
is. I feel like it's lame.
What do you think about that, Brittany?
I'm hot.
All right,
do you consider yourself as an independent woman?
I do.
Okay,
I don't depend on nobody to take care of myself, and I've never really have, but I feel like my perspectives about some of the things that we do as women has kind of changed over the years a little bit. And I say that because, like, I never been the person to be, like, in and out of relationships. I always observe, like, my friends or, you know, my relatives or whatever. So I got a brother, right? I have brothers, but my brother, he and I grew up in the same house, everything, same mom. And I recently seen him in a relationship with a girl, just me and her real tight. She just as independent as me. But I seen how in so many ways it affected him. It's not that he a bum-ass nigga. He always got a job, got a car. Like, he good. He took care of her and her son, you know, as a part of doing the blended family thing. But it's ways that we can make a man feel needed, and it don't have to be in a financial standpoint. For example, if sometimes it could be them wanting to come home and talk about how our day was. We might not feel like that shit, but that might do something to them. That's making them feel needed. Like, damn, she don't even want to tell me how her day was. They look forward to little things just like we look forward to little things. So I feel like...
It's like, nah.
I mean, I feel like when the man is really invested...
I'm just...
Y'all want to hear how your day went?
He don't want to hear none of that shit.
You might not, but I just feel like... Some men...
Where?
If they're emotionally invested, maybe they look forward to some things. And you might not... it might be different for you.
No, sir, I mean, you have to ask, but until...
They're like, here she go, telling me about that
women
bitch who's faking on her.
Women are long-winded. You know what I'm saying? Like... Hey, babe, how was your day? First, I got up, all right? There was no toothpaste. All right? Pissed about that. I'm on my fucking period. All right, so fuck that, all right? So then I'm going to work. It's traffic. I'm like, bitch, I meant in your work.
Like,
was it good? Or like, was it good or bad?
Yeah,
like,
good.
get to the
Then
point.
she like, oh no, then Keisha want to fucking fake on me because she forgot to fucking stock the copy paper. So I had to go get it because the bitch don't want to do her job.
The whole time you like, damn, I did not expect, but you have some things with women you just have to do. So because like, I don't know, like with dudes y'all talked to, and maybe this is just me. If you ask me how my day was, I'm like, shit, just another day.
Straight, you know?
Like,
But no,
a whole narrative.
I understand what you're saying, but I feel like as far as scaling back who you are now, I'm not the type of person, I'm not going to throw it in your face that I'm self-sufficient. I feel like when you meet me and you get to know me, you're going to know I'm holding my own. I handle my business. I don't need a man to do that for me. I need you for other things. You know what I'm saying? Like for other areas of fulfillment, I don't need you to sponsor me. So it's like, in getting to know me, you'll know that about me, but I feel like at the same time, I shouldn't have to scale back or like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to dim my light so you can shine.
Yeah, I agree.
You should just accept it for what it is and know that I'm not going to be like, well, I don't need you for nothing, nigga. You know, I'm not going to throw that in your face.
So let me ask you this, Sean. So if you, so as an independent woman,
I'm not an independent woman.
First, I'm talking for me. For example, I'm gonna give you an example.
You independent?
I do consider myself independent.
I mean, because a lot of women consider themselves independent. You know,
I'm glad you said it.
And I'm not trying to know because
no.
It's like when women be like, "Oh, I'm a single parent" or some shit. I be like, "No, you got help."
Okay, so I'm glad you said that because that was one of the things I wanted to do was to define what a single woman is.
Independent woman?
Oh, I said single woman. Independent woman is. My definition, I want all of us to define it, or if y'all, unless y'all agree with me. Yeah. I think an independent woman is someone who is self-sufficient, who really doesn't need any family, friends, assistance, you know, to help them live their lives, a good quality of life.
So this is really just financially. Because you need your family.
So I'm saying more so. It's more so on the financial tip because we all need people. We need someone to vent to. We need somebody to confide in. But financially is what I mean by independent. Like, you know, I may not cut the grass, but if I lived alone, I would pay someone to do it. I could afford to pay someone to do it, or to, you know, fix things in my home. I need a man to do that, but I could pay a man to do that.
So you mean it doesn't mean that you don't have help, but that you don't need it.
That I don't need it. So I can afford to afford my lifestyle, my quality, not only just the lifestyle, because some people can afford to maintain at the minimum level, but my quality of life, I can do that on my own.
So I mean,
you can buy your own robes, stuff like that.
I can buy my own robes, pay my own bills.
So like, no, for example, okay, so because you're engaged, you and your fiance live together, of course, obviously, he pays bills, but it's like, to define it, like, distinctly, it doesn't mean that you don't get help, because anybody can help you. Like, my daughter's father helps take care of her, but, I mean, I don't need the money.
But, well, you can be an independent woman and get help for your child.
Oh, no, I know, I just meant to throw it out there. It's like, you help, but if you didn't give me another dime, she's good regardless.
Right, like, if Chris didn't live here, if, you know, God forbid, I could live here.
But if Kristen lived here, would you have been able to bring down that 24-pack of waters down to the basement?
Yes, I would. I go to the gym. Shout out to Stefan. Yes, I can. I've
seen your clips. You're good with the cardio. You struggle with the upper body strength.
How about this? Okay. How about this? I'll do you one better. When we finish the show, we get off the air, I'll take the water up and then turn right around and bring them back down.
I want to see it. I'm going to record it.
Can I see
And if you stumble up the stairs, it don't count.
How you know Chris didn't stumble down the stairs?
I saw him.
You see shit.
I saw him.
All right.
Brothers, we gotta stick together.
So that's what I define as an independent woman. You, of course, like you said, you need people, but you can afford your lifestyle and to pay someone to do things that you need. Because women need men, men need women. Even if you have to pay for a service from a man, you need.
Half these men can't even fix shit in the house anyway. They paying for somebody to fix it too.
Yeah, but that's also, you don't gotta worry about it.
But no, the point is you niggas not handymen no more.
Right, but as long
as you don't got, why you worry about it if you don't have to pay?
Because
for
y'all not paying somebody to cook dinner, nigga. That's why.
No, I disagree with you on that. I agree. If a man say, "Look, I can't fix that. I ain't good with electric work. I ain't good with whatever." I can pay someone. I can pay as long as they can pay for someone to get it done.
But let you say, "Hey, babe, look, I ain't really about to be cooking nothing but hot pockets." He not about to be like, "All right, well, let's just pay a chef." He gonna be like, "Bitch, get in there and learn how to cook."
No.
Get outside and build me a house from scratch.
That's wrong. Men, look, y'all think men are simple. We don't care what you cook as long as we ain't gotta cook it.
Nigga, right, okay, so when I bring you a gourmet platter of lean pockets, you gonna be like,
no.
And watch a nigga fuck it up.
He gonna complain about it. He gonna be in the group chat. This fucking bitch made me some goddamn.
Because he not gonna let her. First of all, he not gonna let his niggas know that his bitch only cooking the lean pockets. So no, I know he's not.
He gonna justify why.
Okay, y'all, let's stay on track. So
we all staying on track. We talking about bitches and not cooking.
So wait, no, but the equivalent to that would be like, she don't cook, but she'll pay to get like Star to make food every week type shit.
Yeah, we don't.
That would be the equivalent.
Next you know, he gonna be cheating with Star. Like I might as well give her her. She know how to fucking cook.
Shut up, Star.
Well, I don't know. Well, Sabrina making the shit out some bok choy, so I don't know. She probably don't have to worry about that.
I get that. Okay, so that is my definition. Do y'all have any? Y'all agree with
you
that?
didn't ask me. Do I feel like independent women should scale back?
No, I'm about to, but just to define what an independent woman is, y'all.
That's
y'all good with that? Okay.
I feel like
I mean, it's not really a rebuttal. I don't know why I'm stuttering. I agree with you.
Yeah.
But like, I don't have my own house. I still live with my aunt.
But you could though.
Yeah, I could afford it.
Yeah.
But I feel like to be independent, as long as you could pay for your own bills, you all right. Like
without government assistance, by the way. Don't call yourself an independent woman if you get government assistance. But go ahead.
I mean, if it's there for you.
But get it, but don't consider yourself an independent woman.
The same
not because you're depending on that. If you didn't have that, you wouldn't be able to do it.
It's hard for me. It's hard for me because I feel like if bitch ass niggas leaving you, like, you know what I'm saying, like you got kids and there's assistance there and you're not abusing it like you really need it. To me, you're still in it because it's a lot of resources and people don't know and then they don't go out there and find them. Like when people say, oh, I can't find a job, this and that. Well, what are you doing? Like, because there are resources for you. Are you doing everything in your power to find a job? So, like, if the assistance is there, she's still independent because she's still doing it by herself.
But you're not. You're doing it with, you're dependent on
then nobody's independent because Sabre get paid off if I get a haircut or not.
No, but she's
so she needs me.
That's different.
Boy,
that's way different.
No.
If I go no shave a year, I'm taking 0.2% of her income.
No, it don't work
like that. But
at
the same time, them same women, it's like, come on, Brad. At the same time, you shouldn't be having kids if you don't. I wouldn't bring a kid into the world if I felt like I couldn't afford.
I got 2 kids. None of them was playing. Were your kids playing?
No, but but once you reach pregnancy,
were your kids playing?
No.
Was your kid playing?
No.
Okay. So I can't hold that against nobody.
But once I was pregnant, it was like, hey, can I handle this? My baby father, God forbid, my baby father could die tomorrow. Mm-hmm. If I'm dependent on what he does for my child, I'm up the creek. You know what I'm saying? If he didn't leave nothing behind, everybody don't have life insurance, motherfuckers be GoFundMe me and like shit to marry. So it's like I don't put myself in a position to depend because anything can happen. It's not even just, he could be a deadbeat. He could die. He could be incapacitated. That's what I always tell people. And can't work. Yeah. So you don't, like one of my coworkers, he takes very good care of his children, but he also tells his baby moms, like, hey, look, don't depend on me. Mm-hmm. Because if anything happens, you want to be able to take care of yourself. And that's what you need to consider before you have that kid, is what I was just saying. So,
I agree with the second part.
Her, she got to go get some, hey, you should have thought about that.
No, I agree with the second part, but no, do depend on me because we brought these kids in here together.
Yeah, but I don't want to depend. It's like I can ask you for things because you should do your part, but I feel like I should always set myself up to be able to do for myself.
What type of world are we living in if we can't depend on people?
Let me clarify something.
The kind where people die.
Let me clarify something real quick.
We don't depend on each other to be here.
Hold on. Let me clarify real quick. People depend on people, but that's not the point. The point is an independent woman or man, whatever, is someone who
talking
doesn't.
about women. Fuck the niggas.
Okay, an independent woman in the context of this conversation, you cannot be on government assistance and talk about how you're independent. But it's okay. I'm not saying that not being independent is a bad thing, depending on your situation. But you just can't. If you're on government assistance, you don't have time to be like, oh, I'm independent. I don't need no, because the government is.
It's just like you said that bitches who had surgery can't talk about the walls of
that's not fair because maybe she just wants some extra money. Maybe she can do it by herself, and she's just finessing the system.
Then
because then if you can pay for everything and you don't need Chris, but guess what? He's still here.
Yes. So so there's a difference, right? Me and Chris are co-parenting. We're cohabitating and all of that. We both pay bills. We both do a lot of things. But I'm considering myself an independent woman because I could do all of those things without him. And that's what I mean by that. And if I couldn't, I would be like, no, I'm not independent in that sense. I would make it work if I had to make it work, but I'm not. But that's not what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? No, but it is nothing wrong with that if you are dependent on your man. Because there are stay-at-home wives that,
Sabrina, I agree with you.
And that's okay.
All I'm saying is people be fuck the government. People be using the government. I believe it's some women that can do it without government assistance. They're just using it. If you want to let me get this free money, I'm going to get it.
That's more of the exception than the rule.
Right. Okay. And then you're talking about scamming. At that point, you're scamming and you need to,
you care about the government?
Nah, when you get hit with the welfare fraud charges and you always got to pay it back, have fun with that.
Exactly. That's what, right. So
now y'all care about the government.
No, it's not that. I'm just saying what it is.
Get your ass busted. And
I don't care about the government. I'm just saying what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But it's taxpayer dollars and we pay taxes, so yeah, I kind of care a little bit.
So y'all wouldn't get food stamps?
No.
Shit, I'm trying. Every first of the month, I'm on IG. Who got the food stamps? Who got 50% off? I need them.
Nah, I need them. And I'm saying no, not in a proud way. Not at all, because I don't knock anybody who needs it. But if I know I don't need
when someone says that I'm not knocking anybody, they're about to knock me.
No, you don't want to take those resources from somebody.
Yeah, because there are people who actually do need them, but I wouldn't get them because of that whole karma thing.
It's like this. It's like the dude in the soup kitchen.
I know you, but I do.
Gotcha.
I do, so I'm not.
So why do you treat me like shit if you believe in karma?
Because
what goes around comes because she's your karma for how you treat her.
I said it better than I could. Okay, so
you on a road today.
Britt, I need backup.
Listen, we stand, but I'm a female at the end of the day. Okay,
I'm telling y'all, viewers, female camaraderie trumps anything. I'm telling you, your mom would tell you like, "Why you fucking over that girl?" I'm like, "Mom, I came from your pussy. Why you taking up for her?"
Hey.
Yeah, you ain't been in trouble since you fell out.
I forgot the question I was about to ask you. Okay. So if your girl is independent, she really doesn't need you like that, but she calls you and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna, I caught a flat, but I'm at work. Don't worry, I'm about to go get it fixed." What'd you say?
You handle it. Anything that you handle, to me as a significant other, your job is to make your wife, girlfriend, bitch you fucking life easier.
So I'm saying if she's an independent woman and you're used to her being independent, is this scaling back ladies too? Saying, "Oh, I got a flat, I don't know what to do." What should she say as an independent woman? Should she be like, "Oh, I'm gonna take care of that," or should she be like, "What should I do?" Or "Can you come and do that?"
Play damsel in distress.
Yeah, because I'm talking about scaling back. What should she do? What should she do? Should she take care of it like she always has been doing as an independent woman?
Honestly, she can probably get it done, but she might be doing her due diligence to make her man feel, needed. That's the I know the love language is that an act of service. I don't know what it's called, but she might say like, "Man, let me give him the opportunity to feel like a man because I make so much more than him." And if he comes to him like, "Hey, yeah, I got you," this and that, yada yada,
Wait, but should she ask you, or should she just like, "Yeah, I just caught a flat or whatever, but I'll be all right." Or what should she do? Should she be like, "I don't know what to do"?
If a woman that you're dealing with and you care about her, if she expresses a concern or she's fucked up, you got to jump to the gun. That's your.
But as an independent woman, should she be like, what should she do? Should she be like
independent? Don't mean you have to do everything by yourself.
No, but I'm asking you, should she be like? I'm asking you, should she be like, "Oh, I really need you to do this," or should she be like, I caught a flat, I'm gonna do it, and then you suggest, your assistant.
Should she ask you for it, or should she just mention it if you'll?
Because she's independent. She should just mention
But
it.
also, independent doesn't mean she has to necessarily make more than him. Just means she makes enough to sustain.
Exactly.
Yeah, but no, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're right. That's a good point.
Yeah,
She just have to mention it because women, like I always say, women are way smarter than men. Y'all just so dumber than men. I don't know how that works. So if you mention something to a nigga and he be like, "Oh shit, damn, that's fucked up."
That's wild.
Cut that nigga off
Come
immediately.
on.
Sorry,
Come
fellas.
on.
But if a nigga,
Push
even
through, Deacon.
even if a nigga try, I'm like, "Oh shit." If he don't have the money, shit, I got a man that work in Advanced
Thank
Auto
you.
Parts. Like,
Thank you.
let me hit him and see
I
what
will
he can
tell
do.
you this
Oh.
though. I gotta give Sean his credit for that though, because Sean is my friend, and I had an accident last April. And I don't know if we was having a conversation or whatever happened, but I text you like, son, I just had an accident. And I show him the picture. He at work in like Arundel Mills or something. Like, hey, you good? You straight? You need me to come get you? And I was like, nah, I got it, because I called Road. You know, they came, towed the car, and then my sister had came and picked me up, took me to the rental shop. But you know what I'm saying? So I already know if you do that for your friends, if you're a lady, I know you're going to take care of it.
Yeah.
But me personally, I wouldn't necessarily ask per se, because I wouldn't think to be like, let me make him feel needed. For me, I just want to take care of business. I get a flat. I'm either gonna put my spare on myself, because I did learn how to do it, so that I don't have to wait all day for somebody to come, or I'm calling roadside. One of the two. And by the time I tell you, because I be feeling like by the time I call you and you get here, I could have, you know what I'm saying, it might have been, and it just save you the trouble. But it's not to not make you feel needed. It's just because I be trying to hurry up and get shit done.
See,
Can
I'm
I
the
say
type.
something to that?
Oh, go ahead, sure.
To that point, I think it's about the communication between the two partners.
Yeah.
Because, like, I had a friend who had that same experience, and her boyfriend got mad at her because she called AAA or something, got the flat taken care of, went on about her day. Again, because it saved him the trouble and the time. By the time he would have got there to help her. But she told him about it, and he was more upset because she didn't call him, say, hey, I got a flat, can you come and help me? Again, she's thinking like you, like, it's not to make you not feel needed. It's just like, I need to go on about my day. Like, I can't really sit and wait for you to come from where you are, change the tide, then go on and do whatever. So I think it depends on the two people. I don't even know how we can have those kind of conversations up front to say.
Like beforehand, right?
Yeah, you know, but it's like, I think we gotta, as a part of getting to know each other, or like, as my best friend said, she's married. Sometimes she feel like she wake up to a new person every day, because we don't always truly know ourselves or other people. Somewhere along the line, we got to figure out a way to say, okay, what can I do or in the event of an emergency, what do you want me to do?
Right.
Or, you know, something like that. Right. I don't know.
Always give your nigga
but I feel
a chance.
like give him a chance.
I was about to say that.
Always
I said,
even
I think women
if
should do that.
Even like if you feel like this is not his expertise,
Uh-huh.
give your nigga a chance first, especially if you go through somebody else who's a male. Bitch,
oh yeah, that's a problem.
Look at
Hold
it
on,
from my perspective.
I do think, and I get you. Hold on, wait, but because before you do that, I do want to say to the ladies, I do think that you should call him first, even if you know he work out DC and you in Maryland or whatever. You should like, hey, I just caught a flat. Just update him. If he say, and if you be like, yeah, I'm gonna try to find somebody to do it, and he be like, all right. Go get that shit done. But if he say, "Oh, what do you think? Maybe you should call my guy. Maybe you should call this person. Maybe you should." Then you let him handle it. But if he can't, at least you would give him the chance to be like, "Oh man, I really would. I want to. I would. I can't leave work right now.
Yeah.
But if you let me Google some close tire shops in your area, something to help you."
So it's a
I
break. What time?
I go to work at 5:30 in the morning. I'm not
give
calling
your
you,
man a chance.
I'm not calling you at 5:30. I'm up
if
at
you
4:30.
your dude, I'm gonna answer the phone.
No,
That's your man,
yeah, but you might be asleep and you might not hear the
It
phone.
don't matter.
But
It doesn't matter.
But now
if
you're
that's-
assuming.
No, but if
It
that's
doesn't matter.
Listen, if that's my man and I know you, obviously I got to be dealing with you before I can even feel comfortable asking you for shit. First of all, so if I deal with you like that, I know how you are. I know, hey, this nigga don't wake up when people answer the phone. I look at it like this. If I'm on my way to work, and this happened to me before, caught a flat tire on the way to work. I pulled over, I changed the tire, put the spare on, and I went to work. It took me 10 minutes out of my life. I could text you after that like, babe, I just caught a flat, but I had it. I took care of it. My thing is this, at 5 something, we work conflicting schedules. I'm not even going to go through the process of it. Why waste my time? My thing is, I get that. I shouldn't have to stroke your ego like that. Why waste my time in a situation where I know that you can't pull up?
All right, so.
Okay.
And that it would take 20 times longer to wait for you to pull up than it will for me to do it myself in those instances. Now, if it's a different time of day, maybe I get what you're saying. But like, if I'm going to work in the morning, not doing it.
So y'all, like you just told me, that's the exception to the rule. So anyway,
right. But I have to speak from my own perspective too.
Yeah.
So I'm speaking from my own perspective.
I'm speaking from the masses.
Right,
Okay.
but
that still goes
but I'm
to,
giving
like
you
you said, you gotta know your partner.
Right, it goes to what she said. It's never gonna be one blanket circumstance because everybody's situation is gonna be different. So, if my nigga work overnight and I catch a flat tire at night, I can't call you at work. I'm not expecting you to leave.
So my
work
son's
to change
mother,
my tire.
when we were together, my son's mother called a flat on 210. I was working out Arlington. No way I can get to Arlington. She still called me. You know Dave Vino? Mm-hmm. Dave, stay up 210. It's no way I could leave work. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? I hit my man. Hey, I need you to do me a solid. My girl tire is flat on 210. Can you get her? Dave, shout out there. And I was shout out to Dave. I love you.
But that's
bro.
clutch because she,
you know what I'm saying? Like a real, like
oh, yeah,
he don't owe me that. You know what I'm saying? But he realized I respect Hoffa. This is girl. His son in the car. This one, Nono was like probably like one. You know what I'm saying? He shot out there and got her. You know what I'm saying?
But I would have to actually need the help to do that.
But that's the thing is, she knew I wasn't able to come out there. She still called.
But she probably couldn't do it herself either. That's the thing. I would have to actually need the help to feel like that. For me, it's a lot of things that I know how to do myself in the instance of not having to wait on somebody, whether it's my man or what. Because I be single a lot. So what I'm supposed to do when I'm single? Who am I supposed to call? Ghostbusters?
But hold on. You can do anything yourself.
Possible.
Right? Yeah. So it's not about what you can do. It's just letting the other person feel like, hey,
giving them the opportunity.
I just feel like giving you the opportunity might be an inconvenience to me. So I feel like
you can pump your gas, but if a nigga in the car, right, he won't pump that gas.
But my thing is that's
but
that's not an inconvenience to me because you're right there. But if I'm right here and I can fix my own wheel, I'm not calling you and waiting for an hour for you to get
There's no inconvenience. There's no inconvenience.
We're gonna have to.
It's an inconvenience for me if I gotta wait an hour for you for something I could have did in 10 minutes. That's what I'm saying. It's not always about you.
Well, maybe if you did it yourself, but if you call somebody else.
No. I would call. No, if I needed to call somebody, it's gonna be you before anybody else. But if it's something I can do myself, I'm gonna just do it and tell you about it later.
But hey, if guys, fellas, we gonna agree to disagree on that. But if your girl, you know what I'm saying? If your girl call you, if you don't want her sucking another nigga dick, get it done.
How did you take it there?
Because I'm gonna take it there for the fellas.
Then don't get mad if another nigga do it. Cause you was like, oh, all right, you know, you ain't worth that effort.
She gonna start liking the nigga that she can depend on.
I don't know.
Niggas don't know how to do shit anyway. I keep telling y'all, you can't call that nigga anyway. He gonna be like, change the tire. What call? YouTube. Get on YouTube.
Send me a picture.
You gonna be like, babe, get on YouTube.
Future baby mama number 6, right? Everybody know the story. We ain't gonna get up into the gossip because we ain't a gossip show. Okay?
He can afford it.
It's alleged.
He made March Madness.
I think he's depressed.
He gave us 56 nights. He gave us Codeine Crazy.
He gave us everything.
He can do no wrong.
He gave us the greatest mixtape run there is.
Okay, listen.
Better than Wayne?
No.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Hold on. See, hold on. Look. You're two different rappers. That don't work. You know what I'm saying?
But you said mixtape run. That's not different.
But no, so the content on the mixtape is different, so how can we compare?
Because we're not comparing them as artists. We're comparing their runs.
Just the fact that they had a run.
But y'all be comparing albums, though, and that's
okay.
The artistry
to be like, hold
as
up.
well. Either way, that man gave us Codeine Crazy. He can do no wrong.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
I think
make all the babies you want, boo.
Mm-hmm.
I think all of his getting all these girls pregnant is like a reflection of depression to me.
But do you think he even really give a fuck if they're real sisters?
I disagree. And the reason why I disagree is because I feel like at some point we just completely negate and void out female accountability and it is.
Oh no, I'm not
saying you do, but I'm saying in general, the masses. I look at it like this. If I walk out that door right now, if you walk out that door and I see you catch on fire, I'm not going out that fucking door. I don't have to watch 40 people go out and be like, oh, this bitch just caught on fire. The next person caught on fire. You know what? Damn, maybe when I go through, it won't happen. No.
Hold on, y'all. If you catch on fire, I'm going out the door because I got to save you.
Okay. But listen, what we missing though is that they're not thinking about, oh, he's gonna do them.
That's the problem.
No. But they're thinking about this is Future, one of the biggest artists in the world.
So you get what you get.
I just want a baby with him.
Yeah, so you get what you get.
So like y'all are saying,
you get what you get. You signed up for that.
100%. So, but we ain't a gossip show, so we're not gonna get into the story of it all.
We're not a gossip show, but let's get into the gossip.
No, that's not what I said.
No, that's what I said.
Anyways,
how much dadding do you think
black women when they always about to make a point, they got to sit there and tell y'all, Anyway.
Like, nah, but no. So the question that I got from this story was about abortions and if men should have a say-so when it comes to babies getting abortions, okay?
I say yes.
So, listen, hold on, whoa. Okay. So, basically, Future didn't want the baby and then she's complaining or whatever. This is a touchy subject because it's the woman's body and all of that.
Oh, bullshit. Go ahead, continue.
I feel like I do, and I'll start off with mine, so we're going to go around, okay? We're going to go around the table. When it comes to men having a say-so, I think that men's opinion on keeping the baby or getting rid of the baby should be considered. It should. But at the end of the day, because I went through this, I did. Yes. I did, and I might share my story, okay?
I had a story, too.
So listen.
Listen up, I got the story.
I've only been pregnant one time, okay? When I first found out I was pregnant, I said, oh, hell no. I'm not ready for this. I'm not. You know, I was 23, and I was like, fuck no. I said, I'm not. I know, Yada, you was already, your baby was 5.
What was that, yesterday?
I know.
You was 23, my baby was
That was
like,
yesterday.
Listen, my baby about to be 3. Listen, I not understand. Yada, you a little different. You was a teen mom. You know, my mom was a teen mom, so I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying. So
shout out to all the teen moms.
Yeah, making it work.
It's hard.
So when I was 23, I was like, hell no, I'm not ready. I'm still just thinking about myself, whatever. But then, and I made the appointment and everything. I made the abortion appointment and everything because I was like, oh, hell, I can't do this. I can't do it. And it was a week away. Within that week, I was like, and I told Chris and I was like, look, I can't do this. I can't. He was like, all right, I support you either way, whatever.
Real nigga.
Yeah. So, which really meant like, bet she getting an abortion.
No, that's not what that means. That's not what that means.
Okay, wait, let me finish. Okay.
You don't want to, and I'm not cut you off.
Okay.
This is a big decision for you because my body doesn't have to deal with it. Well, so I don't want to steer away. Like I want to be cohesive. Right?
I wasn't thinking about the body at that point. I was thinking about, whoa, a baby. Everything that everybody say about a baby is like the end of the world. You got to like stop what you're doing. You got to focus on this, whatever. So I was like, I'm not ready for that, that responsibility. I'm still growing up. And so, the time went on, the week went on, and it kept weighing on me. I was like, I can't do it. Like, I can't do it. I feel selfish. It's not like I don't have a room for them to sleep in. I have the money.
Do the abortion.
I couldn't do the abortion. I could not do it. I couldn't. It wouldn't sit right with me. And so at that point, Chris was already like, you know how men are. You told me we were doing this. How the fuck you switch up? And so and at that point, he was like, what the fuck? And I'm just like, I cannot do it. So I ultimately, of course he ultimately was good about the decision. But at the time, I was like, I know it's fucked up, but I cannot do it, So it was my body. I said, it's my body. I'm the one who have to live with it. I have to go through whatever it takes in the inside of you that could possibly prevent you from having babies in the future, possibly. And the mental part of it, I just could not do it. So ultimately, it was my decision. Thank God I made the decision I made because now everything is good as far as that. But at the time, I wasn't ready. But I could not go through with the actual. And if I was in college, that would be another thing. Or if I was, living in my mom's house. At this point, we had our own house. We had multiple rooms. Like we didn't. I just felt like it would have been selfish, and I would have regretted it for the rest of my life. So I think that men should be, he was considered, but at the end of the day, I had to make that ultimate decision in myself. And and because of that experience, maybe I think that men should be considered, but they cannot make the final decision. You know what I mean? Yada?
Oh, no, I definitely agree. I feel like a man's opinion does matter because what I don't like about a situation is like it takes two parties to get pregnant, absolutely. But when I feel like at the end of the day, once you're pregnant, you have to think about the dynamic of the two of you together. So it's like, you're like, well, I want what I want, and you just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not fair to them either because you're going to hold them accountable for their part, but you're being selfish about your part. So it's like, at some point, you have to communicate about that. Now, it's like, it's different with you because he said he was going to support you either way. You made a decision and you went back on it, so it's kind of like, oh wait, what? But I feel like if you was like from the beginning, like, hey, I think we can do this, let's do that, he'd have just been like, all right, well, this is what we doing. So I get both sides of that, but it's a little bit different versus like, okay, he got you pregnant, but you also got yourself pregnant because you have control over whether or not you get pregnant. Just like a man has control over whether or not he gets you pregnant. He does, because you can protect the seed and bitch, you can protect the egg. At some point, you can keep yourself from getting pregnant. So once it gets there, it needs to be a joint decision, because taking care, you're going to expect it to be a joint raising of that child. So if you want it to be both of you guys raising a child, supporting the child, whatever, together, granted, I don't want to hear that, I wasn't ready for a kid type shit, well, you should have thought about that before you was wrong. However, you should have also thought about that before you was wrong, because if you make a decision to keep a child by yourself, you might end up raising that child by yourself, and you should accept that for what it is, because you weren't fair in at least putting it out on the table. Some women don't even want to be receptive. It's my body, okay, then when he like, all right, what's your body, it's your baby, you get upset, you want to go to court, but it's like, it goes both ways. Like, I feel like you need to communicate, because you want your kid to have both parents.
Hey, 98, 99, 100. Everything y'all
in my head, I was thinking for the 99. Me too. In my head, I was thinking for the 99 and the 2.
I'm working with some
Britt, you want to go before me?
I honestly, y'all couldn't have said it any better. I was going to say the exact same thing in the exact same order, especially about, women deciding to keep a child. If the father just totally is opposed to it and you still decide to keep it, it sounds crazy, but it's the truth. Is like you putting this expectation on the man to just be a father. I read this article that was like boys become fathers before they become men. Prime example is like a lot of men are not even equipped to be fathers because they are not men themselves. So it's like
you said they become fathers before they become men?
Yeah. Boys become fathers before they become men.
Sometimes it takes them becoming a father to become a man.
I get it.
And exactly. And the same for women on the other hand too. But I feel like this space that I'm in mentally is women accountability. So I feel like I totally agree with what you said. So
that's some good shit, because I definitely became a father before I became a man. Shit, I feel like I'm 33. I feel like I'm becoming a man like in the past 4 years, just to keep it a buck. Like
yesterday.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
I'm fucking with you, Sean.
No, but I'm being like real, because not trying to get like with this subject, it fucks me up because no timestamp, no names, but like a woman had. We were having a child. She said she's gonna have it. Then we started beefing, and then she got rid of it and never told me. But when we already agreed that we were gonna keep it, so it's like, you think you gotta deal with it? I think about, I'm supposed to have this how many kids. I think about that shit all the time. Yeah. So you think it don't affect me or it don't weigh on me? That shit weigh on me all the fucking time. I would never stop thinking about it. Every day I think about it. So it's like, okay, a woman can decide if she don't want to have a kid or not because she's not ready. But once the kid ready, if a nigga say, I'm not ready to be a parent, that's held against him, but it's not held against the woman. Right. You knew you wasn't ready before. I always say this with both parties. Yo, when you fucking, no, honestly, when you fucking with a condom, you're risking the chance of getting pregnant. So if you're fucking without a condom, what's the difference of me saying, now I don't want to be a father, and you saying you knew what the fuck happens when you lay down and have unprotected sex? Like, we all know that. We are adults. So when you say I don't have any say of something that the seed come from the nigga, y'all incubating, y'all nourish it like a woman is definitely, it comes from me. When I look at my two sons, nigga, you came from my nuts. Okay? I mean, like, to keep it a buck. So it's like, why? What makes you think that I don't have a say? That's crazy, because the court system, when that baby's here, we both got to take care of it. So now if it's a solo decision, but then it's a joint responsibility. Right. That don't make sense. That shit don't even out. That's not math. You know what I'm saying? So I know women have to deal with it, but just like y'all to say, people always think about men leaving. I gotta take care of this baby myself. How about if your mate dies, passes away, becomes handicapped and can't take care of it? It's just not about y'all not working out in a romantic relationship. You're still gonna have to take care of that child, by yourself. So, of course, as a man, I have a different perspective, but hell yeah, I should have a say. Why shouldn't I have a say? Because the baby, the seed comes from me.
Yeah.
And the responsibility ultimately lands on both of you. But my story relates to yours as far as my daughter, too, because I was also in the same position. I was 22, almost 23 when I had my daughter. Mm-hmm. And when I was pregnant, I was thinking, like, damn, are we ready for a baby, blah, 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 whatever. And I did the same thing. Scheduled it, like, 3 different times. Didn't show up the first time. Scheduled it the second time. Didn't show up. And when that third time happened, it was, like, the night before. And we were like, and he's like, nah, I think we can just do this. And I was like, I agree. Good. And we just didn't do it. And from that point on, it just is what it is. But I evaluated whether or not I can sustain taking care of my child with or without this man, because I feel like in 2018, it's really no excuse for unplanned pregnancy. Everybody has a means. You got plan A, B, C, D, strapping up. It's so many different options. I feel like it's no reason for somebody to get pregnant that doesn't want to be pregnant right now. It's no excuse for it. So it's like realistically at the same time, but you have to, if you can't think about what he should have thought about that, you didn't think about it either. Yeah. But now you're just making this decision by yourself.
Or you thought about it and you just didn't give a fuck
people
about
would
it.
trust, you might not trust your partner with their password to their cell phone, them going out, but you trusted your partner with your life.
To go raw.
Right.
To go raw. Like, that other person could affect, like, your livelihood. Mm-hmm. So when I hear trust, I'm like, that's why it's overrated, because...
I know what you mean.
Yeah, like, you trusted somebody. You don't know where they've been, which kind. I mean, you'll never know. But, like I said, I was saying this shit on Instagram the other day. Anybody ask their partner where their papers at or nothing at? No. You thinking like, oh, condom sex is like, it's like PG-13 sex. I'm with the NC-17
I keep my paperwork on deck. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, just saying.
Kaiser sent it to the app.
Yeah, so but I'm just saying, like,
results.
Even when you're doing any sexual activity, like oral sex or shit like that, you don't be like, I'm trust you. A nigga is not saying, hey, if a bitch wants to suck it, or a queen wants to suck his dick, be like,
a queen.
Hey, when was the last time you were tested?
They don't.
You know what I'm saying?
Just gonna go
niggas
down,
just thinking, like, niggas thinking with that lower head, not that big head.
Mm-hmm. You know,
I said that.
Yeah.
I wanna ask another question, and those were all, you know, great points. I do, like, again, women should have the ultimate decision, because it's their body who has to go through the whatever situation that it is, whether it's, I think, a pill version of abortion, or then when it comes to different trimester, surgical abortion. Like, come on, like, that, at the end of the day, that should ultimately be the woman's choice. But like y'all said, and like y'all said, you have to understand, if the man doesn't want the child, he makes that clear. It may not be right, because he laid down with you unprotected, 9 times out of 10. So he should know that that's a possibility that could happen. But if he say he doesn't want the baby, you have to expect that he may or may not take care of the baby.
I understand. The court might give you child support, but no court can force a man to be a father.
Hey, I'm popular opinion. There should be a limit on abortions. I can see 1 time, 2 times. It's women out here getting 6 abortions.
Oh, they use it as a form of birth control.
I'm not aware of that.
I use it as a form of birth control.
There are more abortions in the United States than there are childbirths.
Wow, I did not know that.
And it's by a landslide. It's not even close.
But
I did not know that.
This, again, it's always an exception to the rule, different variables. A lot of those abortions could be from molestation,
rape,
rapes and things like that. So that's something that you have to think about.
Oh, yeah.
But I would think that they wouldn't be repeats. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless somebody just, for the most part, though.
I used to deal with this girl. I mean, she was friendly. She was sociable. A lot of my acquaintances and her were familiar.
Yeah,
she was like, I had 10 abortions. But she was bragging about this shit. It wasn't about, and I'm not saying that there aren't women. So I'm not trying to, I know it's a dangerous world out here for women, and they have experienced rape, molestation. No, she was just, she loved sex. She didn't want to wear condoms, and was like, so you think about STDs, this and that. She was like, I mean, I can get rid of it. She was like bragging about it. I can get rid of it if I want it. Like, that's
and
not
it was wild as them be the joints that be on Twitter like #Team No Kids. I'm like, nah, bitch, you got a cemetery.
Yeah. Pet cemetery.
That pussy is haunted.
Woo. Okay. So the question, that's a lot. But the question I wanted to ask, and we brought those things up. We brought it up, but not in this way. Should men be obligated to take care of a child that they made clear that they don't want? We'll start with Yada.
I feel like, you do have an obligation to take care of that child, because at the end of the day, there is no pregnancy without the seed. And I feel like men have, in my opinion, men have 100% control or 0% control. And that's realistic. You have 100% control over whether or not you impregnate a woman. And I'm not talking about the bitches who poke holes in condoms. Those are the outliers.
Right.
You have 100% control. You protect the
always
seed.
Use your
you do
own
not impregnate a woman when you protect the seed. So when you decide to raw, there's always an opportunity that you're going to knock her up. So you had control in your hands. You chose to do otherwise. Now she's pregnant. you have zero control. Because if she want a baby, unless you gonna Ray Carew for shit, guess what? You about to be a father. So yeah, you played a role in that, even though it's not fair. But at the same time, if you didn't want a kid, you would behave like somebody who didn't want a kid. I don't want a kids right now, so I make sure. I mean, some people don't agree with birth control. Hey, it is what it is. I don't care whether we strapping up or not. I'm gonna protect my womb because I don't want to be pregnant, and that's just all it is to it. That's it. If you don't want it there, hey, you know what comes with it.
And fellas, if you want bust a nut, bust in her mouth. You can't get her pregnant that way. You hear me?
Okay.
And if she ugly, don't bust nowhere near her. Ugly bitches are the most fertile people on the planet. I'm telling you. You will nut on an ugly bitch toe, it'll crawl up her leg and embarrass the shit out of you. I'm telling you.
Like, no, seriously. Serious note. You are obligated to be a parent if you want. If you get that woman pregnant because you
take care of that child.
Yeah, take care of that child. You have to be a man because at the end of the day, that's your seed. It comes from you. So for you to leave that obligation or not take care of that, I can't fuck with you. I don't care what you've done for humanity, for politics. If you don't take care of your kids, I can't fuck with you. I don't care how much money you make. Imagine
doing the most for humanity and nothing for your kids.
That's I can't fuck with you. Yeah. If you can't be anything else, be a man.
Brittany?
I agree. It's like I feel like I don't even have to speak on it because I agree with y'all. I definitely think that it's fucked up that it is some fathers that will just go ghost on their kids because they don't want to be a father. But at the same time, I just feel like I'm with you. I wouldn't be able to respect a man if you didn't take care of your kid. And it's funny because like I have a story similar to that where it's my biological father didn't take care of me when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. I met him like 4 years ago now. So the variable with that is my mom is like, fuck that nigga, you know. Yeah. He wasn't there, and I'm just kind of looking at it as like, you can't live your life like hating people. Mm-hmm. But who am I to tell the next person like, oh, fuck that nigga because he wasn't there for you? It's like, you can't make up for lost time, no. But at the end of the day, yeah, like if that's your kid and you got a chance, got a chance to be a father to your kid, like nobody else can be a father to your kid like you can, unless the mother just blatantly just try to erase that nigga from their life.
And kids are very forgiving.
Yeah.
And
they don't forget.
And they were like, I've seen plenty of parents who weren't there and they come in the child's life later, and then the kid is like receptive to like, all right, I want to have some type of relationship.
I feel like you could never not need him. I don't feel like you get to a point where you age out of wanting to, you know what I'm saying? Even though you might have resentment because of what happened in the past, I don't feel like there's ever a time in your life where you would not need your parent. Like I've had an up and down relationship with my dad. I mean, he's always been there because my parents were married when I was, when they had me and stuff like that. I got a lot of siblings, but the things that happened between them, it was a lot of things that I didn't know about because I was younger. Obviously, I wasn't privy to things that my mother did, things that my father did. And so I had resentment towards him for a little while, and then again grew into indifference. And I thought that I wouldn't care if anything happened to him. I didn't give a shit. Then 2012, my dad had a massive heart attack. He almost died. He was in the hospital for 2 months. So right now he got a device that pumps the left side of his heart to keep him alive. At that point, that's when I found out I cared. And I didn't think I would care because I'm just like, well, we've been up and down so much, like, fuck it. If it ever happened, then when I got that call, that shit hit me in my chest hard, and it changed everything. So you don't want it to be in a situation where, like, if somebody is coming to you and they laying their shit bare, even if they haven't been there, I feel like try to at least work it out and move forward because you don't want to harbor that type of hate in your heart. And sometimes you never know what really went down. Because when I got the real truth, it changed my perspective about a lot of things.
That is so true. Yeah. That happens more times than not, too.
Because sometimes your mama might, you know what I'm saying? Like, your mom might, you never know. Not saying your situation, but sometimes the mom has kept the dad away because the dad didn't want to be with the mom.
Sometimes, look, I tell niggas all the time, like, I know, like, your moms, your grandmas, aunts are queens and saints to you. They just women, too.
Yeah. Exactly.
So they move just like a woman that you're dealing with, your friends. So, like,
and that's cool.
Analyze the situation.
And you can still love them the same, but just know that they flawed, too. And you never know what they did to contribute to that distance. You know what I'm saying? So
one of my closest friends, his mom told him that his dad had died.
Oh my God!
You know that happened to somebody I know too.
Yeah,
I know. Oh my!
Like this stuff is not like
this
seems like it's like folklore, like stuff that you like see on movies and Netflix. This should be happening.
Like, real, yeah.
That's some wild shit though, because you never know what somebody in a bitter state of mind might do, and you grow up hating that person, and you find out you might have this adult relationship with them, and you find out, you know what I'm saying, that your folks played a role in that, and then it's like, damn, all these years. So it's like you just got at this point. I'm more of a forgiving person nowadays. I feel like it is what it is, but to find out the truth about a lot of things, it changed the perspective. Our relationship has been phenomenal ever since, and I'm appreciative of that. And it's sad that it took something like that to put everything into perspective. But it's like now that I know, it's like I have that weight off my chest. I can move forward. So I mean, but yeah, I can't understand how somebody could just not give a shit. You don't care if your kid eat. You don't care if your kid got what they need. You don't reach out. You don't give a shit. Like that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Did y'all see that meme of the guy who I can't find? I could try to find him just now, but he was basically saying he wanted to break up with this girl because of her post baby body.
I saw.
Did you see that? But did y'all saw what I'm talking about?
I saw them.
So basically, for the viewers and the listeners out there, shout out to y'all listening at work or at home while y'all folding clothes and running errands, in a car while y'all on your way to work. Okay, but. Yeah, so basically he was like, yeah, her body changed after she had a baby. It's the stretch marks, it's the flab or whatever. And I want to break up with her, but I don't know how. I'm just not sexually attracted to her, physically attracted to her. What are y'all thoughts on that? Because do you have children, Brittany?
I don't.
Okay, so y'all that have children, we know how our bodies change after a pregnancy. What are y'all thoughts on that? Brittany, let's start with Brittany on this one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I have friends that have children and everything. I feel like it's fucked up because a woman, you house a child for 9 months, sometimes longer, and your body as a female, you go through so many different changes throughout a pregnancy. A man will never know how that feels.
Yeah.
They'll never know how it feels after the fact when you have to look at yourself and know that, like, what do I do about these changes?
Yeah.
And it's like the self-love part, I know some women that have even resented their children because they don't look the same. You know what I'm saying? And that's wrong. So now it's coming from the child's father where the person don't want to be with them. It's like, damn, so now
you in this fucking trick bag.
Yeah, like, nigga.
Now you don't like me, I don't like my kids. Like,
yeah, and you battling your own insecurities and shit like that. So to that guy, like, I get it. People have to be attracted to each other to be in a relationship and make it work and whatnot. But I feel like that was selfish on his part because it takes two to make a child. You're part of why
one of us gonna carry that joint.
Yeah, you're part of the reason why I turned out like this, and now you're telling me you don't want to be with me.
You don't like me.
But
yeah, like, was it always about surface qualities with you?
To play white devil's advocate, I will say that if you're not sexually attracted and you can't get it, because you're just looking at it like, damn, I can't even. And I don't agree with this. I'm just saying for the sake of the conversation, because I think we're all going to be because somebody out there identifies with this POV.
Yeah, they might have that.
No.
Fuck them.
But we have to. But that's what I'm saying. You got to hear this perspective so they can be like, oh, I identify with her. So basically, you're saying fuck them. But anyway,
because this how I say it.
No, but I'm saying, hold on, wait. But I'm saying, so what if it's hard? Somebody gains a lot of weight or their body is stretched out, and why you feel bad? Like, dang, I don't want to feel like this. I want to still, want to have sex with her and all that. I love her. She just had my child, but shit, like, I just can't stand the sight of this shit. She just, what I'm saying? She done got big as fuck. She done got all these fucking stretch marks.
Let me tell you, fuck all that shit. Niggas be unhealthy. We want women to be like fucking Serena Williams and be looking like fucking like ants. You know what I'm saying? Like big stomachs, little arms, little legs. Like, if your woman give you the best thing that ever happened to you with your kids, should be that you sticking to it, or you find like, hey babe, you don't say, hey, let's get in the gym together. Let's do this. Let's eat. Let's try a different diet.
How about let me save a couple $1,000s so you can get a tummy tuck.
Shit,
and get
if you got it, like, if you got it, because I feel like that's the most, and I don't know, but I got 2 BMs. You know what I'm saying? I feel like right there, that's the most critical. That's a soft spot for them. You know what I'm saying? Because their bodies don't look the same, but like, they birthed your kid. Like my kids are the two, like, by far, are the two most important things to me. How can I hate their mom because her body look different? Because bodies can bounce back, and even if they don't bounce back, what's a little flab? Like, y'all chasing these little bitches who got these work done ab sketches, all these flat tummy tees after they got the work done. But can they cook? Are they good moms or stepmoms? Do they feel you like emotionally or spiritually? Are they pushing you and motivating you in your dreams? Like, bodies are not like, they're not the end all, because guess what? Whether the pussy whack or torch, I'm gonna come the same way. I don't look at bodies like that. Like, I honestly, like, it's. I'd rather look at the face. Bodies are dope. You know what I'm saying? But, like, how can you judge her and she just gave you...
Right. She went through that for you.
You know what I'm saying? I can't fuck with that.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on that?
For one, I just feel like eventually beauty gonna fade for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not gonna stay. The way we look right now, we're not gonna look like this 50 years from now. So I feel like realistically, as some... Boy. So I feel like realistically, to be that surface level superficial, you already on the wrong track. But I also feel like with all this fake Instagram model shit, the standards of beauty are ridiculous. You see these famous bitches go out here and get pregnant and snap back, and you feel like that's the expectation for every woman. You have to understand it's not going to be the same. Because when you have babies, not only that, my first child was 9.5 pounds.
Oh, hell.
9.5 pounds. You know how much I weighed before I got pregnant with my son?
117
pounds.
Wow.
117. I gained 26 pounds. I got to 143 at 9 months with him. And it's all here. Yeah. It was all here. So it's like, it takes a lot to even kind of slim back now. It's like now I was younger, so I did kind of contract a little bit easier than somebody older than me. But I had a 9.5 pound baby, and I had to have a C-section to have him because it was physically impossible for me to push him out. He couldn't even fit in my pelvis. So it's like, realistically, we go through so many changes in order to give you a child. And for you to feel like, oh, her body changed, like, fuck it. My thing is, like, nigga, like, come on, dog. She laid her life on the line. She could have died.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
And I've dealt with women that work, like, I guess... and I could be wrong, I'm trying to think, but I think like C-sections. I've dealt with women that have been in the gym every day, but that flab, it don't go away. Like, everything else we fit, but
it's that little
just not,
sometimes
it's not going to go away. So because
like,
I feel like it is some women that complain about their weight, especially black women, because they're like, oh, my head is not, but they're not doing nothing. But like, it's women out there that some shit you just can't lose.
So, but what if they don't try, though? What if they don't try? They just cool with the baby weight. They just eat like whatever.
See, I feel like that's different because I feel like at the same time, if you're putting forth the effort, you know what I'm saying, and that should be respected. But if you're not trying, like if you feel like, because granted, you looked a certain way, and like I look at it like if my nigga gained like 60, 70 pounds, I wouldn't necessarily be like, oh, no, fuck this. I can't stand to look at you. I would want to work with you. Let's get this, because this isn't who you were when I got with you. This isn't what I was attracted to. And it's not to say I don't still love you, but let's work together. I would want to make it a team effort and at least try. Now, if you want to be lazy about it, then that's different, because it's just like you feel like, well, this is my body now. Like, this isn't what I signed up for. This isn't what you signed up for, but something that you have no control over, or that you're, like, if you can stretch marks, you could fight, you could cocoa butter all day. Yeah. If you going to get them, you going to get them. Some of them hereditary. If you're going to get them, you're going to get them. So if you to be mad because she got a couple little stripes or whatever from having your kid, that's childish to me.
You made a good point, because I feel like a lot of people in relationships feel like, well, you love me, I'm just good. I can do whatever. You know what I'm saying? I can start eating whatever. I can do whatever. I'm like, nah. But you made a good point. Kind of like I was saying, like, you can, like, especially if you're cooking, all right, let's change up the diet.
Right. I'm going to start cooking leaner meals.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I got a question. So, like, what if it's the case that the person really didn't let themselves go, but they're happy with how they are, and the partner want them to change? Like, where's the
happy medium in that?
Where's the compromise with? I mean, you know,
we'll have to talk about that.
Yeah,
we'll have to talk about
it's
that.
Definitely worth discussing.
You got to at least lose half the weight. That's the compromise.
Because if the man says, because there's some men that's like, maybe the girl was very slim and she put on 20 pounds and he's like, well, I like that, you know.
Yeah, that little thick
But if
jump.
she's like, no, I want to get back to, 117, and he's like, nah, but I like that. No. So there has to be a compromise there. If she gained 30 pounds and she all in the wrong places, there's going to have to be a compromise that he's like, well, can you at least lose a couple inches off the gut? Like, what's up? Like, I think that you should consider that, for your partner if you really love them and want to be with them, because you will have to know if you don't compromise and you have every right, baby, but just know he might go to, You know, and that may not be right.
You might go to 117.
That's the only thing I don't agree with. I just feel like men do that. I don't feel like women do that.
Sometimes they do, but for the most part, no. But I'll say when there's a child involved, when there's a pregnancy involved, I feel like the leniency should be a lot more stretched out because you went through a major ordeal in order to get there.
We're not talking about just regular. Like
you just got baby shit.
Like you eating Jiffies every day.
If you just blew up.
Bitch, slow down on crab fries.
Off the strength, then like I feel like, but you have to understand that when you get with somebody, yes, of course, love is supposed to go beyond the surface, absolutely.
Yes.
But when you get with somebody, it's everything. It's all the elements. It's how you look. It's how much I'm attracted to you. I'm attracted to your body, the way you look. It's how your intellect. It's everything tied into one. So this all becomes like the conditions of a contract, I would say, in order for us to be together, because we had to agree on this. We like this and this, and about each other. So when you start to change those conditions, you know what I'm saying? It can affect somebody. So I can't say that it's wrong to not to be impacted by it, but you should want to work through it versus being like, fuck it, she got fat because she had a baby, I don't want to deal with it. Like, nah,
and offer something. Don't just complain about what you want, what's going wrong, and what's bad. Be like, okay, what can we do to change that? Like I said, if you need,
she might be depressed. It could be anything.
And if you can contribute to, not the lipo, but for the membership or for,
and go with her though.
Go with her, all that stuff. So you have to put forth the effort too. Or if she got this, some women have it, the stomach where, and I was blessed that my body didn't change in that way, that around the belly button it kind of looked like, a balled up piece of paper, and that's fine because that happens.
Damn.
But no, it happens.
I know. I've seen it. I done fucked a lot of girls like that.
But there's surgery for that. But if that is a deal breaker for you as
what
a
do you
man,
get for that? What's that?
Niggas still want
tummy tuck,
something.
You can get that thing smoothened out, but you can't just. But you just can't complain and not offer anything. I hate niggas that complain about something and never offer a solution to it, or at least to help. And I say you should pay for all the but at least I'm gonna put something on it.
Because that's really the only way you're gonna get rid of those. Is to certain.
And niggas,
you can't do nothing else to get rid of. Like you can try to lessen the appearance, but you can't get rid of them.
Yeah.
So it is what it is, and you just like niggas will be on social media talking about, I love stretch marks on bitch. I'm like, I like it when they on the bitch butt, but let her have them on her stomach, and you calling her oatmeal cream pie.
So how has your body changed after giving birth? I mean,
my body
I hate him so much. I can't, honestly, all my body changes really came just like later on in life. Like I can't even blame my kids for my fatness because I did bounce back with both kids. And
big red joint.
It wasn't, big red joint. Shout out me, I like with my son within like 8 weeks, I was back down to my pre-pregnancy size. Good. With my daughter, I lost like 27 pounds in like 16 days doing nothing, literally like just I didn't even leave the house. So it varies, but I mean it wasn't too bad. I gained weight after the fact, like later on down the line, but I started to gain weight, so I got like stretch marks on my hips, on my butt, and stuff like that. Like, cause I didn't have I didn't have no booty, no nothing, and I mean, like, it just is what it is. It wasn't super traumatic. Oh my God, like, I just get. But you know what I'm saying? I did have like a little bit of loose skin. I mean, I still have some loose skin, but it's not as noticeable because I filled out more.
Niggas don't care about that loose leaf paper.
Oh my God. So I feel like my body definitely changed after giving birth. I definitely put on some weight because I had pizza cravings a lot when I was pregnant.
That whack ass mob pizza.
People say they didn't notice it that much on me, but I noticed because I didn't get big in one area.
Your head got bigger.
Everything spread out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm blessed to be proportionate, but I wasn't happy with everything getting a little bit bigger. So then that's why I got a trainer, all that, and I'm back to my shape. But it took me almost 3 years. I don't have that snapback genetics. Yeah. Fortunately, though,
them bitches don't be having snapback
surgery. Some women who are like genetically skinny, they have snapback, genetics. But like the only thing I got a little like a couple stretch marks on the side, but thank God I didn't get them on my stomach, like on the top of it. But yeah, I put on some weight, I put on a little bit of weight. My dude liked it, but I didn't, and that was cool. I wanted to lose the weight. He didn't really care, but I wanted to do it for myself, and that's why I did it.
Stretch marks on the tummy is just braille for That pussy is torch.
Oh my God. I wanted to put on weight during after my pregnancies because I was all baby with both of mine. So I wanted to get thicker or get something. But I didn't get none of that. I went right back to being a little bony bitch and I was like, damn. But then it's when I finally accepted it, then I just turned into a fucking fat ass after the fact. I was like, I can't even blame the kids for this. When your youngest is 5 and you start gaining weight, it's bitch. Lay off the cookies. So it was me.
So the ladies listening, it's okay to not snap back like the girls on Instagram. It took me
because they don't be snapping back either, and they be having dietitians, trainers. All these women be having money. They have everything. It's so easy to snap back when somebody else is making your meals for you, and you got a trainer come into your house, and you ain't got to go nowhere. Yeah. Don't feed into the hype, and then they airbrush a lot of their pictures anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
So it all be bullshit.
Niggas going to fuck regardless.
And guys, don't be deceived that because a lot of women that you see snap back quick online, they are getting a surgery or they do have a lot of resources that your average everyday working women don't have. So don't feel discouraged. You can keep working. If you don't lose it in 6 months, it's okay. Give it a couple years. My baby about to be 3 this month, and I just got back.
But realistic weight loss though, it doesn't happen like that. That's the thing. Realistic weight loss doesn't happen like that. So if you gain more than just the belly weight, because sometimes you do get a little bit bigger in other areas. Yeah. It takes time for it to come off. Yeah. So it's be patient and don't feel like you have to snap back in 2 weeks because Tiana Taylor did. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all pregnant, y'all feet get fat. Y'all be wearing them flats. And
I just have normally fat feet, so they're just regularly fat. No, my feet are fat right now, and I'm not pregnant. I don't think.
Before we leave, I can't with y'all. Before we leave, I don't know if y'all seen that Deontay Wilder clip with the reporter. Did you see that?
Yeah. Wait, let's get on it.
Deontay.
He did
400 years. Nigga!
Oh yeah.
So
I meant to yell.
Shout out! Wait, didn't he win?
So we can turn your volume down.
No,
it was a draw.
It was a draw.
So he didn't win?
No,
I'm sorry.
Someone said draw.
I know it's a tie.
So why you just asked?
I mean, I thought because people were saying online that you won.
No, they're idiots. Don't believe anything.
Okay, that's why I was like, he didn't win. That's what I mean.
Did y'all watch it?
No, I did not watch it. I didn't watch it. No, but okay. So he didn't win. It was a draw. I'm glad that he didn't lose. But basically,
if you don't win, you lost.
He technically lost.
I agree with that.
If y'all watch it, he technically lost.
No, me and my cousin was watching on YouTube this morning. He was
Nah, it's racial to me, so I know.
What was that?
I don't know.
I don't want to see a black man lose to a white dude.
Walking around.
He said I had on. What'd you call my boxers? What did you call my boxers?
I couldn't find the clip with the reporter, but basically it was a black reporter. He was Deontay Wilder. Right.
He wasn't
Deontay
black.
Wilder was.
He was a Barack.
In the weigh-in, Deontay Wilder was with his opponent, and they were going back and forth. He was like, "We've been fighting for 400 years, so on and so on." And then when he got to a reporter, the reporter asked, basically, what did you mean by that? But not in a way that was condescending or he had what do you mean by that? He was asking for the sake of the interview, let the people know what you meant by your people have been fighting for 400 years. And he really went off on that nigga. And
nigga, y'all really people too, nigga.
I'm pro-black as they come. And when I saw that video, and y'all let me know if I'm tripping, I was like, is he suffering from some type of mental illness? Because he really went off on that nigga for no...
what is this even for?
What the fuck? Yeah, no, yeah. But it's crazy, pro-black Bray. Okay. No, he went off because he was acting stupid. What the fuck you mean? You're black.
But that's the thing. But he asked them for interviews. So he didn't. It wasn't a private conversation. Hey, what you mean? Were you trying to be facetious?
So,
I'm interviewing you.
Because I'm doing my job. I'm not a fuck nigga.
No, I'm interviewing you, so I want you to express it.
Yeah, I feel like the reporter should have said that for the sake of. For those who don't understand.
Who don't know? Who don't understand?
No, listen, because when you work in media, you can't have a biased opinion about you. If you had to write an article about a rapist, you can't have a biased opinion. You got to go into that shit neutral. The reporter to me should have said, for the people who don't understand. He probably still would have took it there, but I felt like that was where Deontay was coming from.
Yeah.
So who you think are the people that don't understand what the fuck he was talking about?
It's a lot of white motherfuckers that don't get it.
The people who are oppressing the black people and the people who were being oppressed.
But the point was I feel like it was more so him wanting to just elaborate on that because that did kind of come out of nowhere. Yeah. So it's okay, this came out of nowhere. You were a little bit random. Go ahead and speak on it. It's more like giving you the platform to speak on it for you to be like, nigga, these your people too. Okay, relax.
I feel like to Deontay, the question to him probably sounded ignorant, and maybe that's why he came up with what he did. Not saying that it was right, But to him, it just sounded ignorant. Because you're a person of color and you going to ask me this question?
Yeah, but I don't think he was asking for his own personal reference.
Who is Martin Luther King for the people that don't know?
Well, but that's not what he's. But my point is, but he didn't ask for his own personal reference. He's interviewing you. Like, hello, he's asking you to say this on camera. This was a chance for you to get your issue off.
He's interviewing about the fucking fight.
But this was a chance for you to get your issue off. But you said what you.
No,
this
it
is
wasn't about the fight.
So you think Larry Merchant be up there be asking? No, don't stop telling me to calm down, okay? Because I'm gonna be telling you to calm down. I'm hyped like Deontay Wilder, okay?
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
No, because that's the thing is. When a black man raises his voice, it's the same thing. It's always crazy. These motherfuckers raise their voice on this show all the time. I don't never tell them.
No, I just didn't want her to keep tweaking your volume. That's all. It has nothing to do with you.
When and that's what happened with Deontay Wilder. Now it's like he crazy. He got like a mental illness, this and that, yada yada. But when Conor McGregor doing all that wild shit, no one questions if he got mental illness on that.
I didn't think anything.
No, it wasn't about him being
do have mental illness.
No, but I'm just saying
like
it was random as shit though. Like it was super random to even go there.
Because the nigga tried to play. It wasn't random.
Okay, let me say this.
You didn't see it. It wasn't random. The nigga tried to play him, ask him some stupid ass fucking shit.
I'm talking about when he first, the comment that he made.
Yes.
It kind of came from nowhere.
It wasn't, hold on, Sean. The question wasn't about
Did y'all see the clip or the whole thing?
You're yelling.
So I saw the long version of the clip, right? So I didn't watch the whole press conference or wait or whatever. Yes, and you can correct me if I'm wrong because I definitely can be wrong sometimes, but I don't give a fuck. So you can correct it and we can move on. Okay? So what I'm saying is Deontay, he might have been like hyped up from the weigh-in. He wasn't asking about the fight because this was from the weigh-in. So he might have been hyped up from that. But when the reporter asked him, the black reporter asked him, what did he mean by that? As a person who does interviews, we do interviews where I may ask you a question that I know the answer to, but for the sake of the interview, I want the viewers to hear you speak, not me. So he probably wanted him to address that, not as if he didn't know what he meant by 400 years. Obviously, that meant slavery and Jim Crow and all that. But he was like, I'm not about to sit here and give a dissertation on slavery. I want you to because you said it. Right. And I'm interviewing you.
So who needs one on slavery?
No, it's not about
hold on.
Because
who needs one?
I obviously know he's speaking of slavery.
Who else would not know?
Who needed that comment at a weigh-in?
Somebody said, somebody out there who's like, fighting for 400 years, what the fuck does that mean? It's some black people that don't even know about... No, it's some people that didn't even know.
What was the comment for? What did he say it for? What did he mention it for?
What you mean? Because he wanted to mention it, just like we want to talk.
But that's what I'm saying. So if that's a random ass scenario for you to say that, so it's like, okay, elaborate. Why did you bring that up?
So I will say this,
anything. It's not to say we don't know what that means, but we want to know what. No, we want to know what. No, I think it's more so like you said that's random as shit at a weigh-in for you to make the comment that we've been fighting for 400 years. Okay, now we get the context, but at the same time, it's like, what did you mean by that comment in this instance, in this place?
We get the context.
No, we get the context of saying 400 years, because obviously, anytime a black person mentions 400 years, they talk about slavery. But I want to know what that means in this context of a weigh-in for a fight. What are you talking about?
I didn't know. I didn't watch the whole thing.
He's supposed to ask you questions. That was an opportunity for you to get your issue off and elaborate on why you said that, because that's random as shit to say at a weigh-in. I will admit that. But you was like, man, fuck you mean, nigga, you know it's your people too. No, we get that. But what were you talking about when you said that in front of your opponent at a weigh-in? What were you saying?
Yeah, why did he? Because did you see the whole weigh-in? Because I don't understand why he brought it up. Why did he bring that up?
I don't understand why this is what I'm saying, okay? Why the fuck a black man asks him, what do you mean by that? And we all know what the fuck he meant by that.
Because I still don't know what he meant by that.
Don't ask me no fucking question. You know the answer to it.
I don't know, but I don't know the answer to it. What did he mean by it?
If you don't know the answer to it, Google it. Like my man said, you're fucking dumb. I'm not here to educate everybody on the history of the United States.
That's the most retarded shit I've heard in my life.
As an interviewer, I asked a lot of people questions that I just did an interview today for Vondra. Shout out to Typical Black Queen on Instagram.
Shout out Vondra.
I did an interview with her. Vondra. I know her personally. Some of the questions that I asked her, I already knew. But this event was about her.
You didn't have a malicious intent.
I don't feel like
we don't know if he had a malicious
intent.
So okay, and we don't know if he did. I'm going off what I believe, though.
Right, but when I'm just explaining how if you make a comment like that in a random ass setting, somebody might want you to elaborate on why you said what you said like that. It's not to say I don't know exactly what you mean or like I don't get the gist of it. But what?
So y'all blaming Deontay?
No, I'm not.
No, I'm saying that.
You said the nigga. I don't know. You said if it wasn't me, I thought he had mental illness. Where the fuck did that come from?
Because that was random to spaz out.
So that means he had mental illness.
So if I sat right here and I was just like vagina boob, and you just like, okay, I know what vagina boobs are, but what the fuck does that mean right now?
Oh, so that means Yada has mental illness.
No, let me. I brought up mental illness, and this is why.
I was talking about you.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
So this is why Chris gave me a backstory on Deontay Wilder and said that he started off as homeless. He was homeless and was like, he got into boxing as a homeless person, saying like, you know what, I got a child, I got to feed my child. Let me get into boxing and see what this is about and see if I can make some money from it and feed my family like that. We all know, we've all ran across a couple homeless people with mental illnesses, and that be spazzing and saying some wild shit. Do you have any change, sister? No. Well, come on, what you walking over here for if you ain't got no goddamn change?
Yeah, we walked past like 20 of them niggas in New York.
You get what I'm So that is why I said I don't know anything about Deontay Wilder other than that clip that I saw and that context that Chris gave me about him being homeless before he became a professional boxer. That is why I said that.
So what? Just like you were talking about independent women, what is the definition of mental illness?
It varies. There's no one definition.
So
no, there really is no one. There's way too many facets of mental illness for you to call it one thing.
So we should be asking everybody to have.
I agree.
I mean, we can, but just like you said, that's how you felt. That's how she felt at the time with limited information and context. And all I'm saying is, I felt like, for him to ask him that is a very random comment to make at a weigh-in. To be honest, it would be kind of like, what? Like,
I want to know,
where did this come from?
What did the white dude say?
Like, was it provoked?
Yeah, because I didn't see the whole weigh-in. I only saw that long version of the clip. I didn't watch just 30 seconds. I watched a couple minutes, and I didn't see what he said that made that response.
So let's finish this next episode when y'all watch the whole clip.
Well, you watched it.
Did you watch it? Because you can just tell us. Because
I can't tell y'all. You got to view it for yourself.
Come on,
Google that shit.
So I feel like you ain't watch it. I feel like you
can feel it. You can.
So just say you ain't watch it though.
If you want the viewers believe that.
You know what? I shut the fuck. But you shut the fuck up.
Watch that shit. No, real life.
But that's what I'm saying. So this is an opportunity for you. This is an opportunity for you to give us the insight, because for us, if that's all we saw, I don't get the context of you making that comment.
No, okay.
And I tried to Google it, but I didn't find it.
But you're not listening. First of all, I just said it. Y'all don't like the answer that I'm giving. The reporter was being a bitch. He knew what the fuck he meant. It was not important for him to say that. No, that's
not what I'm asking you. I'm asking you why Deontay Wilder said the 400 years comment in the first place.
Yeah, what did
prior to the interview, why did he say that?
Okay.
That's what I'm asking.
Okay, got you. Because
what did the white dude say?
It wasn't the white dude. It was the reporter. It's not the white dude. He's basically saying like
no. Wait, he said the initial 400 years comment at the weigh-in in front of the white dude.
And then the reporter asked him why he said it.
The clip that I watched in the head, what Fury said.
Oh, see, that's what I'm asking.
It was a whole clip. It wasn't like a snippet, like the snippet that's on IG, but I didn't see what Fury said. I'm talking about strictly over.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, did he provoke him to say something like that?
Okay, so now we don't know that, so we'll go back and watch that. The Fury person. Okay, so you said that what gave you the sense that the reporter was being condescending? What context was before?
Because he was like a nigga from Silver Spring. You know what I'm saying? He was like.
So basically making that shit up.
Nah, I'm not making that shit up. You know,
Radio Raheem.
Nah, but you know what black niggas and then like if you talk. Yeah, like a Barack Obama nigga.
Right.
Like all black.
He probably felt like that question was ignorant as fuck.
Yeah, don't ask me.
I just want to know what was said before the clip that went viral, where all that the reporter asked was, "What do you mean by that?"
I don't know what Fury said.
Yeah, I gotta find. I'll find it and watch.
The reporter before he said just the comment. What did you mean by that? What did he say before that gave?
Because the way he asked it seemed like a follow-up question or something else.
Yeah, I just want to get the full tea, because I feel like I'm prematurely making an assessment based off of a comment that was made that I don't know why he said it during the weigh-in, and then
I keep on saying
right, but no, I tried to find it earlier, and I couldn't. That's what I'm saying. I tried to Google it. I have to do some more. Have some more time to look into it.
I'm glad that you admitted that you prematurely were, making.
No, but I'm telling you that I made my assessment based off the information that I had, and so I don't. For me, in my perspective, to make that comment during the weigh-in is weird. So I'm like, what's the background on it? Why did you even say the 400 years comment in the first place to Fury? What did he say to you? Did he provoke it? Because that will change the stage as far as.
I don't be watching boxing because all weigh-ins be like that. Mike Tyson was like, I'm gonna eat your children alive. Like,
yeah,
you know
but I'm just saying, but
like, that's how the weigh-ins
but
be.
Getting context on that will help me to understand more so about the interaction with the reporter. Because if his opponent said something that provoked that and he responded with that, and then you asked that, then that's different versus you just randomly saying that shit. And it's like, well, what did you mean by that? And that wouldn't be so bad, but you know, it depends.
And let's be clear, shout out to Deontay Wilder. I love that brother. He seems very passionate about, you know, his pro-blackness and about the suffrage that Black Americans had to go through in this country dealing with these motherfucking white supremacists. Okay?
There you go. First of all, she said he swallowed.
Who said that? Oh, shout out to, hold on real quick, Octavius hit it.
What's up, love?
KO Star. Brother Man.
I think you've been shallow, sir.
What'd I say?
No, she said he swallowed.
What you saying that? Oh,
okay.
What type of?
Okay, Brother Man.
Shout out to everybody.
Jalen, Front Mirror. I'm shouting out the YouTube viewership. What the fuck is doing? Yada. Hold on, real quick. Okay, let's. Okay.
Oh, so you
KO
said
Star.
Black
Urizan. Of course, LaQuisha Foster, who is our production assistant. Thank you very much. Shut up. Yeah, KO Star. Okay, shout out to the YouTube viewership. Shout out to the SoundCloud, NHS Radio, Apple Podcasts. Here we go. Yada. Before we go.
Real quick, I just wanted to bring attention to something. Real quick, if you notice, I do have on this lovely, luxurious striped shirt with the 2 hearts on it. So, okay, so the big homie of ours, her name is Janae. Her brother passed away recently, and he did have a heart transplant, probably, I think, like a little over a year ago. I guess, and he did have complications from that, and he passed away early in November. So a local clothing label called Dreams of Triumph, or DOT, the owner was very good friends with her brother. His name was Carlos. And so he did a design in dedication to him. That's why it has the 2 hearts on it, because they did call him 2 Heartlos, because he had the transplant. So they did a release for him. And it's a really dope shirt. I got one, obviously. The quality, it has like an oversized fit to it. The quality is fucking immaculate.
I love a good turtleneck.
And they do sell the shirt on their website. And they actually are, it's a Black-owned company. It's really dope. They got some really nice designs. And they're selling it. And they're donating half the proceeds from these shirts to his child that he left behind, his legacy, which I thought was really amazing. This type of thing hits really home for me. I know his sister more than I knew him, obviously, but it just hits close to home for me because of my dad and the situations with his heart. So, really, I just want to throw it out there. You definitely can cop the shirt. It's really fly. Like, I like it. This shirt is super cozy and comfortable. He was trying to steal it from me. It has a very good, high-quality material.
Yes.
And you can get it. It's dreamsoftriumph.com. And you can find the shirt on the website or whatever. It's really nice, and they are donating proceeds.
And she don't have no bra on.
I knew you were going to do that. And they are donating proceeds to his child. So, I mean, you know, so shout out to him. Rest in peace to Carlos. Shout out to Jay, you know, the homie, for real. Like, you know, I'm really sorry for your loss. And anything we can do to, you know, like, to help, because there's nothing worse than a child losing a parent. Yes. You know. Do they have any other colors? Because y'all look like the goddamn Hamburglar. This shit is flawed, Mo. This shit is flawed, and the stitching on these parts.
Other colors.
The quality is good, because that's the only thing I think about. Like Black-owned companies. Like, I be wanting to support, but some of y'all shit just be like.
He think all y'all use Gildan t-shirts.
Yeah, like I buy a shirt and then that shit just like like I buy an extra large and it's a small.
There's nothing wrong with a Gildan t-shirt. It just, you better not be charging $50 for that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I expect those from like Vistaprint or something, not from the Black-owned business. But yeah, so again, the website is dreamsoftriumph.com.
And the proceeds go, half of proceeds go to his daughter.
And they have other colors.
No, they don't.
It's only black and white.
It's just, this is the one release. They have other products, but the release they did for him, this is the shirt.
Yeah, that's it.
No other color stripes.
Okay, are you for the cause or are you against it, Sabrina?
I'm for it, but damn.
Look, everything ain't gonna be pink and purple.
I know.
Relax.
I need it to be a solid black, solid white. I can't do that. I can't do the Hamburglar stripes.
Now you know she out here with the.
You already got a turtleneck on. What the fuck?
I love a good turtleneck. I love a good turtleneck, a good quality.
35% turtleneck.
And I love it. Feels good.
It does. It's very cozy. I've been very snugly.
Hey, ladies, why y'all be wearing belts but with no belt loops?
Because it's
and that
fashion.
has been No Disclaimers podcast today.
It's fashion. It's
I've had
fashion.
the disrespect.
Thank y'all so much for watching, man. Thank y'all so much for listening, man. We can't do this without y'all at all. If we wasn't getting no views, I would have been stopped.
Then y'all wouldn't even know me because I wouldn't have been able to get on.
Thank you, Brittany, for joining us.
Yes.
Bringing that big booty.
Yes.
Can you read off that one more time for the
bigbooty.com.
What the?
She said bigbooty.com.
And that's what I should name it. No, I said,
put it in the comments.
They gonna think
put it in the comments.
I know. It's chronicles of a big booty.wordpress.com.
Yes, shout out.
Just go to WordPress and search for Chronicles of a Big Booty.
Yes.
Well, just search Big Booty and it should come up there too.
Thank y'all. Yes. If y'all listening, if y'all watching, make sure y'all following us on our social media sites because we want to interact with y'all on a personal level and we want y'all to see how cute we are with filters.
Right. And if we don't follow back, don't be offended. Just still follow us. Like
I'm gonna follow you back.
I'm gonna follow you back. None of y'all follow.
I
know y'all just here for Sabrina, y'all.
And I'ma like y'all pictures. And I'ma like some of y'all pictures. So don't even fake. Okay.
Just don't DM because I don't get them.
And don't DM us if you got some interesting to say because people do be DMing me topics and stuff. So yeah. Do that.
They DM y'all topics?
Yeah, and they be putting hearts on my pictures. I like
all
that.
of my DMs
like
consist of, hey, it's a break like engage.
Wow.
No, they don't.
What's up with the big red joint from the podcast?
Shout out to my dog. I ain't want to say your name, but
I was like,
did you do what I told you?
Nah, say that if you did, your ass is fucking fire because that's mad disrespectful. I ain't say your
name. You know what I'm saying?
And I hope you meant like big red, like the gum, and not
She's
like
not even
big
red.
and red individually.
He meant big red as spicy, like you give that flavor.
Yeah, she red.
Big
is
red.
she light skinned?
Her undertone.
I hate him.
You have red on your tongue.
He go to Sephora one time and I was like, your undertones. You got undertones.
He went for chapstick. Talking about some undertones. The fuck?
No, they're like, your cheeks red. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, but I don't think you're a red bone like a light skin.
I don't feel like I'm red bone either, but some people be accusing me of that.
You do have red.
But I be feeling like people at my job feel like unless you're like the shade of that jacket, you're light skinned. I'm like...
Shout out to all my melanated sisters and brothers out there. If you a dark skinned man, you don't even gotta have nothing interesting. Just come on the show. Our ladies be deprived of melanin on the show. So
I don't need none of y'all dark skinned niggas. Let me just just be me. You know what I'm saying? Keep y'all little Blair.
My medium skinned
little Morris Chestnut take these. Look, y'all.
I know because it's winter time and Sean about getting lighter and lighter by the week.
Sean gonna be great by February.
Look like Evan Ross soon.
All right, we see y'all next time on No Disclaimers Podcast.
All right.